Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special Alex solo Red Valkyrie presents the first in our 5.5-year channel history.
Yes.
Since Shay is in Germany, I will be taking the big girl seat. So, and it happens to fit because I'm in her chair at her desk on her computer. So that
in
works.
Her clothes. Yeah, that works.
There you go.
Shay wishes she had these clothes. So I am joined here with Bill and a ghostly cat and Tom for the launch of Nira-X Dark Seas 3. Did I get that right?
Yes. Tree.
Oh my god.
It is the conclusion to the epic 3-issue miniseries.
So Ken is whining in the chat about how we started late. First of all, two things. One, I was waiting on Kat, and I didn't know she was going to be a while walking the dog. I thought she was just letting the dog out.
Waffle at the last second is like, please, and she can't say no to the big universe eyeballs that he's got. So there she is in the backyard. So she will be back in just a moment. I have proof. Look, she's right here. Look, technically, she's right here. There you go. There's Kat.
That totally tracks.
I'll hold this here the rest of the time.
And two, I'm everything's set up to have two hosts, so I had to rearrange layouts and shit at the last minute to make sure that we could see Tom. How are you, Tom?
I'm good. I'm doing last minute graphic creation because that's how I roll. Yes, that is how I roll. That's how we roll.
See, the graphics for this stream I actually designed yesterday, so you're
so you know exactly how I feel at this point.
Good company. Yeah, we're in good company.
The problem is, without having more people present, I couldn't rearrange the layouts in the StreamYard. I could just rearrange the names to where they need to go, but not where the cameras are. So,
well, we troubleshot.
Well, it looks fantastic.
Do it live.
Let me tell you that straight up. And by the way, thank you for setting up the show all together, because I realized how much work it is, and you didn't have a lot of time to set it all up because we're flying by the seat of our pants too.
That's right.
Hey,
we roll.
It was touch and go if you were going to launch today or not. So
bit.
I'm flexible.
Yeah,
I'm flexible. You got to roll with these things.
You said stretchy. You're flexible and stretchy.
That is true. Just not like not Gumby.
Not Gumby, damn it.
Once again, we're the only ones who are old enough to understand that reference.
I'm here for everybody, man.
So
if you happen to be in our age group, that Gumby joke was just for you.
So I want to say hi to the chat. Let's see here. We have Edgepunk tuning in from Who's Your Daddy Con.
Cool.
As I call it. Of course, my indomitable partner.
Yay!
Awesome. Hello, Shay, all
from
the way
other
off
side of
in
the planet.
Deutschland.
Deutsch.
Kevin Green.
Ken, what's up, dude?
Ken, I recognize all these names from your chat, Bill. From when I popped in.
Because they're all his problem children.
And hello to all of you out there on X who are watching, who I can't see your names.
Is that how it works? There's only certain, like you can only access certain things. Again, don't know anything.
Well, if they talk in chat, I can see them. Otherwise, I can just see the number of people that are over on X, which at this point is let's see, 4 on my X and 5 on our channel's X, which is why we have 14 people watching right now.
There you go.
Cool.
There we go.
Thanks for being here, guys.
Let me put on some music real. God damn it!
What the hell was that?
Bird. That's Shay's pterodactyl.
Oh,
so you have a pterodactyl.
Yeah, we always need one.
We have a Waffle T-Rex.
Turn that down a little bit.
I have a bee from Minecraft.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Yours makes the least amount of noise.
Yukin is displeased. Thank you for noticing. Yes, very much.
She hears the call.
You know the funny part? The second I hit go live, he started screeching his ass.
It's quiet the entire time.
Yeah.
Waffle was the same way. He was actually just totally fine. We're setting everything up. The second you hit live, but I gotta go.
Yeah, because I'm a dog. Duh.
I swear to God,
No.
somehow the birds hear the opening theme to the show from my earbuds from a room and a half away.
Right.
That's still fucking loud.
Just so you know, I'm themed out. You see the TV in the background. I've got the dark seas. I've got.
Oh, okay.
That's as decked out as my studio got today. I
If
threw
that
on.
TV weren't in Kat's room,
There you go.
it would probably be better.
Oh, it would be huge. I got to put a big TV like behind me.
Look at this bitch. I already turned it down again.
Everyone's a critic. Good golly.
Yes. You know what? Next time you're having to do a show alone, I'm still gonna show up in the chat and fucking bust your balls. Bust your balls. Hello, Maromi. All right. Well, we have a few more people in here now, so I think I am going to do the cosplay reveal.
Nice.
So
Doing a cosplay review.
Cosplay reveal. This way. Over there.
keep in mind, I have never done a cosplay for. I have never done a cosplay for a show before, so
Tom's
Look at
down
us.
here.
Look at us. We're being all first and specials.
Yeah.
so. God damn it, Shay! How do you do this when you're solo? All right, so I gotta do this, and then
Ground control. We
that
got a
off.
problem.
And
I love how we're
then
all learning at the same time.
so
Professional.
her job is to do
That's
half
awesome.
of this, and my job is to do the other half, and I don't
Gotcha.
pay attention to what the fuck she's doing.
Well, because you have to focus so hard on what you're supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
Which is usually just talking.
Everybody has this
Exactly.
freaking compartmentalized. Exactly.
I almost played our intro video again. That's not the thing I'm trying to hit. That's not it.
Drum roll.
Excellent.
Sorry.
Excellent. Got the triangle just right.
Got the
I'm sorry,
triangle.
the delta. I got
Delta.
the guys got mad at me for calling it a triangle constantly.
It's a triangle.
So, it's called a delta, according to my chat.
Oh, it's cold.
All delusional according to your chat.
Those are the cyber orbs.
Yes.
Excellente. Very good side. Oh, look, Cat's back.
Thank you.
Hello.
She gets to
Oh, look,
see the
just in
reveal.
time.
I know, just in
Hi,
time.
Cat.
Cat, look, it's Nira-X.
Oh, wait,
Spoilers.
wait, hold on, wait.
She's holding her face down so she won't see. She wants to see like all at once. There. Okay, 1, 2. Excellent.
So, the thing that I told you to remind me to ask that you didn't remind me to ask, Bill.
Yes.
At Tidewater,
Yes.
what if you
Yeah.
had dueling Nira-X's walking around?
That would be so cool.
Approved.
That'd be funny.
Thanks.
Oh.
Should I wear these or the G's?
I think those are good.
Those. Mhm.
Those fit just
Okay.
right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Ooh, wait a minute, but you can't. I can't bring this to the show because this is actually like real metal.
Yeah, don't do
But I
that.
do have a sword. Look, I'm themed out, so I've got a background. I've got
You
a
could
sword.
you could bring it. You just have to
Yeah.
keep it behind the table.
Yeah.
'Cause then
You
it's
gotta
a
get it.
display.
You gotta get checked in.
I definitely can't make it part of the duel.
Probably not a good idea.
At our table.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I've been to a show
Alright.
where real weapons were, and it didn't turn out good.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
that
it's
was-
not for us. I need the foam weapons.
Hello, boob
Yeah.
window.
Uh-huh.
So look. There
Yeah.
there were a dearth of available options for a red kind of bodysuit
Right.
for me doing Nira. And
Uh-huh.
the second I saw Boob Window, I'm like, yes.
That one.
You know me too well.
I am a Supergirl fan, therefore I am a Power Girl fan, therefore
Ex-
Boob Window is
Mhm.
required.
There you go.
Exactly.
All right.
And Superman
So-
is like timely to be talking about right now, so this is good. This is
Wasn't it his
Superman's-
birthday or something like that recently they were talking
I
about?
see Shay.
I think it was either today or yesterday.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Superman sucks. I'm waiting for the
What?
Supergirl movie.
I'm waiting for the Supergirl movie too.
Mhm.
I mean, I've got high hopes for the
I
Superman.
mean, let's hope it's better than the Batgirl movie. Oh wait,
oh wait, yeah, we're
Oh,
never
wait.
going to see that one. That's they put that one in the closet. Oh my gosh!
They
I
didn't
would
put
still
it-
watch it though. I'd still want to see what they did with it.
yeah.
I'm turning off my camera for a second because I'm repositioning in the chair, and I really don't want to. Just in case the bodysuit pulls.
Just in case the boob window shows too much window.
Too much window.
I'm on a Mac. I'm not even using Windows, so I don't know.
Wow, you're crazy. Like that.
Sorry, that's a dad joke. It's a dad joke. I'm legally allowed. I got this kid over here.
You're contractually obligated.
Contractually obligated at this point to have dad jokes.
Idiot. All right.
Kids these days.
Right.
All you youngins.
Right.
Oh, I forgot. You're still launching soon.
I'm in the process of changing things.
Whatever,
Good
Tom.
Good gravy.
When are we
We
gonna
almost
Whatever,
didn't have a
Tom.
show, Tom.
Okay, I dip it there. I have to read the terms and conditions right before I launch it. Dip it there.
And make sure that your billing is in there too.
Yeah. Oh no, everything's done. I'm literally just hitting the button that says launch project at this point. So, see,
Yeah,
see?
I'm not doing it.
Good.
I'm not
just
doing a
just
separate.
launched. See?
I'm
And
not doing
now,
a separate.
Did it just
demo
launch?
for that.
Okay.
well,
I gotta go to the link.
I don't know. It says, oh,
No, it says
Congratulations.
launching soon.
Woo! It just
the
it
project
just
is
launched.
live.
It just launched. I don't know who's
There
gonna be
we
number
go.
one.
There we go.
I don't know who's gonna be number one. I'm looking on my iPad over here to see if it just launched.
Yeah, make sure to dox them. Like literally 12 different campaigns did in our first year on the show. They're like, oh, and I see Tom blah 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 is our first. I'm like, motherfucker. In the first 30 seconds of your campaign, you violated the terms of use for Indiegogo.
Whoops.
Well, I mean, that's why you have nicknames, right? For your handles.
Yeah.
Isn't that how it's supposed to be?
Yes.
I mean, although I think mine
Dripping
is actually-
Snuffleupagus is backer one. Yeah.
This is Snuffleupagus.
Their email is.
I know, right?
Their email is.
Yeah.
I could slide over here. We
The
can see
last four of
campaign
their
page.
credit card number.
Look, it says back this project. Oh, this is the preview. This is not. Here we go. Let me get to the right place.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah. By the way, Bill, the reason that I was asking about the underwater one, I'm going to scroll through this just a little bit. We'll go back up. The
Okay,
reason
cool.
I was asking about this is because if you look at this suit on her, it's much closer to what I'm wearing
Mm-hmm.
than the
yeah.
other cover.
Yep.
Mhm.
Totally. I like.
So I'm like, get me this without all this junk. All this junk that identifies what the comic is and how much
That's
it costs.
hysterical. You assume that Bill's already drawn that stuff. That's hysterical.
Yeah, this is actually a future. This is a flux capacitor page.
Oh.
This is what I'm going to draw next week, and this will be the cover.
Oh, I don't.
5 years from now,
some
we'll all
person
learn that
don't
Bill
have
has
a
done the
YouTube
entire
channel.
comic AI.
Oh no! Oh my
no.
god!
Yeah. So
Mark,
some
please
person
support
is
my
asking.
comic book
Wait, hold
to
on.
keep me away from the evil AI.
Some person is asking what my YouTube channel is, and I don't know if I have one. I think I do, but I never use it. So don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
By the
just
way,
go to Bill's. Go to Bill's.
here you go. Bill Mouse
A
art.
link-
You'll find it
a
at Bill
link
Mouse
to
art.
your company's Twitter is
Uh-huh.
in the description. I don't know if you even use that either.
Occasionally, Instagram. Our Instagram is exactly the same thing, but just put a period between the committed and the comics.
I'm glad Sai's got an eye on some of these things because you had an eye on my copyrighted music too. I had to redo the music for the trailer.
I took one look at it and I'm just like, it says no.
It says no right on the thing, and I'm just like, oh.
Oh.
So I had to redo that.
It said, well, right when you hit the download button, it says, "Are you pro, where you could do these things, or are
Right,
you
right.
not, where you can
Well,
download
see,
Not
it?"
do the thing.
I looked at the check. The check mark actually says, "Oh, you can use it for this and this." So I'm just like, "Okay, cool." But
You
then I
didn't
just
read the
didn't
X.
even read what the X mark says, and it said the first thing it says for not for videos, YouTube, and I'm just like,
Promotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
Oh,
commercial
that's
use.
interesting.
Promotion, intros, outros, none of that.
so I had to find new things last night.
That
To score it with.
fucking pro subscription is $54.
Yeah.
I know, it's crazy. Yeah, it's like if I was writing music every day.
It makes me
For
want to
somebody?
learn the whole industry to
Yeah.
then make a website where you can get things actually for
So I'm
free.
just gonna start writing my own music.
There you go.
Good night, Shay.
Good night, Shay.
Good night.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you for showing up at almost 10:30 at night. but it's a fucking Saturday. You old bitch.
Oh wait, no, it's not Saturday over there, isn't it? Isn't it Sunday?
No, it's 6 hours ahead.
Yeah.
So it's tonight for her.
Yeah.
Gotcha. It's ending the day. Okay. Gotcha.
Marty, when this website hits 88 miles an hour.
She's not in Australia.
Sorry, that's the last international trip I made. Because, that's all I know.
That's right. Yeah.
It's all I know.
Then you were upside down.
Everything
I
is
was
20
upside
hours
down.
ahead.
Yeah. And my brain hurt.
Hey, Bill.
My brain hurts.
Sí, señorita.
You see this number?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I see that. Oh, awesome.
You have a number. Oh, wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
3 people.
Thanks so much, everybody. I'm glad
3
that-
people and almost $500. So,
Yeah!
I'm still in the process of trying to put it on the very old person Facebook pages. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Thanks so much for jumping in, guys. Yeah, I need everybody's help to share and repost and links and the
please.
whole bit. All the things that I'm garbage at.
Yeah.
So I can concentrate on the things that I'm good at.
Also, if anyone would care to contribute to the fact that this cosplay cost $50, there's a donation link in the description.
Cy went through a lot of trouble to schedule this entire stream as quickly as you did. So thank you for that. That's
I knew this was coming.
It's good to have good people and good friends in your life. So I'm just like,
we appreciate all the help we can get because, as I've said numerous times, we are pointless. So,
that's our mission statement. We're pointless.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're here for escapism. We want people to escape with us. So
Yeah.
this is what it's all about.
She is so thick right here.
Yep.
And it's so funny because 2 weeks ago I was in your chat and it was you drawing something and we were all like, Bill, she's got a flat ass, Bill.
Your integrity.
Your integrity.
So I course corrected.
That's right.
Oh my goodness.
So this
Kevin
campaign
Green
has minimal tiers and more add-ons. So
Yes.
that's what that important notice is on the page. Is I want to make it very clear that it's because in the past we've had issues to where people oh, I want to get 2 of this, but it's only on a tier option. So they can only get 1 tier. And so I was like, all right, well, we're going to change it up and we're going to try to make it as accessible as possible.
So you've got all those things previewed in the story portion. So it'll be very important for people to scroll down the story portion to see what they can expect to see in the add-on stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Well, Kevin's number 2, so he wants to know who beat him, which
I will
require
beat
me.
both of your asses. Bill, tell us about your book.
Hi, Cy. I can read you my little sizzle thing where it's okay for Nira-X, Dark Seas number 3. Nira finds herself on a new world and discovers that the Cyber Angels have fractured apart, forging lives of their own. Her journey leads her to finding her father trapped on a small island where she does her best to keep her friends and allies safe, but inadvertently awakens a dangerous foe that threatens them all as they make their way across, get it? The Dark Seas. It looks as though it's the end of the timeline. It looks as though it's the end of the timeline collapse, but it's only led to the beginning of a dangerous new chapter in the many lives.
Ooh.
Maybe it's like a circle.
It's like a circle. Time is like a circle. So it's
Not a square.
not a square, not squarely into the.
Has anyone else seen I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry?
I saw it a long time ago. I don't quite remember it.
Yeah, remember the guy pretending to be Asian and he's like,
Oh,
it's like a circle.
yeah.
Love is
Love.
like a circle.
Tom, I have a quick question for you, Tom.
Yes,
not
I
like
am
a
Asian. Oh, sorry.
Tom, I was going to ask, is Tom Asian? That was my question. No, some person is asking.
You don't just play one on TV.
If we have a Nira omnibus available, and I wanted to ask you if you had more of the issue 0.
So the ground zero is available as an add-on.
Oh, excellent! Right in the campaign, dude. That's
Right
awesome.
in the campaign.
We'll
We
get
do
it
it in there. And then
Keep
to
everything in one place.
question Kevin Green's question, to answer Kevin Green's question, who beat you is somebody who's super cool and way cooler than you. That's all.
So here's what I'm sensing. You didn't really launch it. What you did was you launched it, didn't say a word, backed it, and then said
No, but that would be hysterical if I did that solely to get on Kevin's nerves. That would be the pinnacle of life. But
Is this
no,
like an
actually,
episode
there
of
was another
Severance where
person.
other Tom went ahead and backed it, but then
Yeah.
now
Other
Tom.
Tom.
No. There actually is somebody else who is more of a super fan than you, Mr. Green, if you can believe it. It was Gabriel Magnum, our good buddy Gabriel. So
the funny part is there's somewhere between a 6 and 20-second delay between StreamYard and YouTube.
Oh, gotcha.
So when it's like when number one is like really coveted, like when it's I'm not trying to step on your nuts here, Bill. When it's like a Prager book or like something some book that is gonna hit like 6 digits in funding, and you want that fucking number one spot. What we'll do is while the creator is launching it, Shay will be logged into the crowdfunding thing and then surf that delay so that she can get backer one while everyone's waiting on the announcement in the stream.
I love how you rat her out after she's gone to bed.
After she dipped.
She's in bed in another country. She cannot defend herself.
She knows I will blow her shit up. It's fine.
That's very funny.
Oh man.
So, Bill, what you've been
some
doing
person is
Nira.
actually
Go ahead.
Oh, some person is actually right in saying that time in the Nira-verse is more like a tangled knot. Yeah, it is. It's time travel and
It's
it's
confetti
adventure.
at this point.
But yeah, Nira's adventures don't take themselves quite that seriously. So yeah, it goes a little bit everywhere.
Time is like trying to put on fishnets the day after.
Yeah.
Pat knows what I mean.
But when I have crossovers with other characters or other companies or stuff like that, it allows for all of these little fun things to happen because her timeline is such a spaghetti. Anyway, so it's so it makes it fun.
Bill, in the grand scheme of things, you've been doing Nira for like decades, right?
We're almost to 1,500 already.
Yeah, we're almost 32 years.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everybody. Yeah, see, we're almost to 1,500 already. With 11 backers. That's awesome.
I saw you recently on Apple TV.
I was, thanks to Tom Dotery, publisher of Committed Comics.
That was so cool.
Pretty much.
Yeah, we actually have to write a thank you letter to the appropriate people because I thought we were just going to be window dressing in the background because the episode takes place in the comic shop. But in the first 7 minutes of the show, it just kept on ramping up. They were actually mentioning the character by name. It was actually part of one of their gags.
Yeah.
They were actually they're mentioning everything by name, and it was actually one of the characters of the show was actually bragging about the fact that she cosplays as Nira-X at Moonfest or whatever the Comic-Con equivalent is that they have in the show, and so it was great. The whole episode was funny. It was a good funny show. I wouldn't mind seeing.
Send me a link to the show. I don't have Shay here to.
Oh yeah. I'll send you a link. It's on Apple TV. It's called Side Quest, and it's episode 2.
You linked me with like a screenshot of where, or that short little video of where it pans in and shows the cover of Nira-X.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Even their opening credits, they actually have the Nira-X book next to the opening credits plate. So I don't have a link. I don't know how to link an Apple TV show to you, but it is Side Quest episode 2. So it's just it's on Apple TV.
It's a share button.
Is it a share button? Yeah. I've never done that before with
TV.
TV.
Well, I don't
have Apple TV.
Yeah, so you wouldn't be able to view it.
I do surf the 7 Seas though, so I have a feeling.
Answer.
Pirates is kind of a theme for this episode.
Answer Kevin's question in the chat here.
Yes.
I did goof. Some people benefited from the goof, but I had the wrong price in there. For some reason, I had 2 throw pillow tiers. And so I corrected that. And then there is not a pillow tier except for the super level tier, which is all of the pillows. So I basically found one of the the body pillows, one left over,
Mhm.
and so I was able to throw that in there.
And then the throw pillow is an add-on afterwards.
Yes, it's an add-on, and it's a $30 add-on. So I had it in there accidentally for $20. Some people took advantage of that. Kudos to them for my stupidity.
You motherfuckers.
So, but no, that was my boo-boo because I think what it was, I had it in there as a placeholder at one point. And then as I was adding stuff, I forgot to remove the placeholder.
I see a comment from Dave Brink, our good friend Dave Brink over at Genuine Comics. Genuine,
yes.
Can you click it?
No, thank you so, well, I can't click it. Oh, there you go. There you go. Bill just did an unboxing stream. First time I saw your Wisp art. It is great. Thank you so much. Super cool, man. Thanks so much.
That man scared the hell out of me because he is not in the continent of the United States. He is far away.
Right.
I love that he's staying. He messaged me the other day and he's like, "Hey, did I ever mail out the commission? I never got it." And I'm like,
"Oh no!"
I look and it's like this, and look at the tracking, and it got delivered. And I was like, "It says it got delivered." He goes, "Oh yeah, sorry, it was over on the corner. I forgot to." This gave me a heart attack. I'm like, "Thanks a lot, Dave."
So between the heart attack and lucky the artwork, thanks,
good.
Dave.
You're good.
And no,
you're awesome.
No.
Dude.
The correct answer is you should sell it to Shay for $20 and then rebuy it.
That's how you
You're
do
all
it.
good. You're all good. At least it went to somebody we know.
And then Bill and Kat, just because I like Kat, can autograph it. And
you know, I was trying to figure out actually if the peach skin material will take a Sharpie, because I was going to do that for the 3 pillow tier, the one of one, to have you guys have Bill sign it, but I'm like, I don't want to say it if the ink won't take. You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't know. Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So I was like, and it's not like we have extra material to just keep on scribbling
to
all over it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, lots of
that's always scary.
Will take a Sharpie if you use enough force.
It'll take it.
And I just got confirmation from another artist who is providing another cover, which will be coming in the next day or two as an add-on.
Nice.
So.
Oh, nice.
Sweet. Another add-on.
Is it a surprise or can you tell us?
Is it? Oh, it's Jonathan Hallett who does Stitch tunes. So if you ever go to the conventions and you see somebody who has a giant amount of Stitch mashed with every other pop culture thing on the planet, that is Jonathan. So he's a good friend of mine. He did one of the Sancho prints that I did many years ago. And so yeah, we were just talking at Emerald City, and he was like, "Hey, I want to do another cover." He's like, "I want to do something
You're
fun."
in Emerald City? Wait, which Emerald City?
Emerald City is Seattle, so I live in the Seattle area. Yeah.
See, Kevin's got a question for Tom.
There's another Emerald City in Florida that was near where I used to live, so that's what I was asking.
Oh, got you.
Okay, so he's saying it's not there.
It's not listed as an add-on.
But I'm looking at it. Hold on.
Just make sure. See, I'm not sure with Kickstarter. I haven't looked in a while, but on Indiegogo, you have to select what tiers it's available as an add-on for.
Yeah. So thank God Kickstarter doesn't. It allows it to just be there. But I'm not.
I think the reason is so that people don't try to get like a pillowcase with the digital tier, and then you don't have. You haven't taken that shit.
But there's still a thing where it's just like, oh, the digital stuff is only digital stuff. Like you can't.
Right.
Add
The digital stuff is on its own thing, and it's because there's. That's not. I don't know why it's not showing up. Hold on. This is how we troubleshoot.
Kevin, refresh. Reboot.
Oh yeah, refreshing on.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it. Yeah. It says available now. It doesn't have any backers on it.
And the challenge coins aren't showing up either.
Look, this is the troubleshooting stream.
This is the troubleshooting stream. This is the help that we need right at the end. So this is good.
It's the help you deserve.
But what's weird is that it's there, right? Like I'm looking at it as an add-on on the back end.
What?
Exactly. My thoughts exactly.
I don't know if you could reload the page because when you make changes on your end, Tom, maybe whoever's looking at the page needs to refresh the page to see if it's popping up.
Maybe, but usually when I hit save, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Some person says it's a true first launch.
Pretty much. I mean,
this is our first lunch.
Yes.
Yeah, look at the top right corner.
Awesome. We've reached the 2,000 mark. Thanks so much, guys.
This is what we call here the Valkyrie flight.
I like it.
You got the Bancroft bump, which
you got the Bancroft bump.
Immediately.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
See, Bancroft's stuck in the ground down under.
Getting a bump. I like being in flight. No, I appreciate it, everybody. It's in indie comics. This is going to be like our decade. You know, it's like this is a decade to really make this niche grow.
Hopefully, indie comic channels too. That would be
fantastic. That's what I'm looking at.
By the way,
yes.
in case anyone saw our subscriber count drop by 45 recently, if anyone's not subscribed, please feel free to hit that button. Hello,
which would be
Chris
fantastic.
Howard. It would be amazing. Just make sure you're subscribed. No, I figure YouTube's going through and doing their usual bullshit of unsubscribing people randomly.
Right.
Yeah.
Either that or all those
which is some
finally caught up.
insidious things to be doing. It's like just unsubscribing people.
I know. I'm gonna have to spend another $20 for another 1,000 subscribers.
You see what happens?
Oh my God.
They see what happens. They know they want their $20.
Fucking people in India.
Okay, so I just added the throw pillow again as throw pillow 2. So let's see if that shows up, because I don't know why it wouldn't.
Throw pillow 7.
Yeah, exactly.
We're breaking the servers.
I'll tell you what.
I know, we busted all the servers.
I'm going to try to do this. All right, so let's see. I'm in the sketch cover. Then I see digital and digital and digital and retail. And hopefully it doesn't offer me the nude live on my screen.
It does not, or does?
I'm hoping it doesn't, because I'd like to keep my channel.
Oh no, it's also censored.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I always account for the.
Okay, I see
cat
the
mouse
coin.
cover.
Look at the cat mouse cover.
I see the coin.
Yeah, I love that cover, Cat. It looks awesome.
Oh,
We're gonna look at it. We're gonna look at it here in a
I
minute.
drew a ship and everything.
No, we're gonna talk about what
So happy.
Darkseid's #1 error sketch is. We're gonna talk about that too. Throw pillow right here.
There you go. That's the first one too. That's not even throw pillow 2.
Yep.
So Kevin, you are on crack.
So Kevin, you tell me what reward tier you're at, so I can scroll through that and see.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Look at you being all smart. Being way smarter than me.
So
We don't call you
so
Cyborg for
Ken
nothing.
says he sees it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it, but the picture didn't pop up.
Oh.
Maybe it takes a
Hold on a
minute to
second.
propagate.
Yeah, because that's on the.
Propagate's a technical term. I just learned it recently.
Oh really?
Yeah.
'Cause I clicked on the.
Okay, Kevin just reached out to me. This might have something to do with the bonus tier that I did.
Okay.
So the campaign now has something called secret tiers that you can give out to particular backers that are not available to the general public. So I'm wondering if
something's conflicting.
right on that one, because you're correct. I created that prior to finishing all the add-ons. So I'm gonna open it and resave it.
Okay, good.
Kevin can get the secret thing, but not the pillow.
I know, right?
Yeah. But he should be able to, because I looked on it just now as I did the tier, as I clicked on it, and it said that line item was available. So, I mean, again, I love technology, but I hate technology all at the same time.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Brain hurts because I'm not
My
normal.
cerebral cortex.
Phil, did we ever get mouse pads from you?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
I have to look in your and because the things that I have in your drawer is for when you guys show up to.
Yeah. How big is
Cyborg.
that drawer, by the way?
It's a wide
It's a
drawer.
pretty wide drawer.
It's a wide.
But I don't know that you got
It's a
mouse
wide
pads.
drawer.
I gotta take a look.
So it's a girthy drawer, but is it deep?
Here we go. Let me step away for a second. I want to take a look.
Oh, you didn't want your channel to get in trouble. Hold on a second.
Or not.
I'm just curious because we have
my drawers are all
several
in different places.
several
wrong
mouse
drawers.
pads,
I actually
including
can
Common
Are
America.
they over there or
we
they're
have
good ones?
Yeah.
Cyberpunk
Oh.
Edge Runners, which
Dead. Hold
which
on.
are the tits that I'm resting
white
on right
ones?
now.
Okay. Making sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Shay has Rebecca, which aren't bad. I have Lucy.
Okay, I don't have any booby mouses in the drawer.
Okay, noted.
Okay.
Kevin said he started with the mouse pad, then gang's all here, and the nude mouse, but none of the other items show up as an what? I'm so confused on what Kevin's issue is.
Oh, I started with the Malka pad.
Yeah,
Malka is the new Cyber Angel pad. That's the new mouse pad. If you're
right,
looking at
but
the
he's
picture
saying
on
that he
screen now
couldn't
with the
find
gold
the
top,
item
yeah.
with the add-on.
But none of the other items showed up as an option to add on. So you added on Malka, the
No.
Cyber Angel,
Yeah.
but was unable to add on any of the others.
Huh. The other mouse pads or the other items? Because there's only that one tier with those mouse pads. Like,
Yeah,
all
so-
the other
so-
mouse pads are gone at this point.
Yeah, so we'll start
all
at the
sold
mouse
out.
pads.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, because there's only one of
Well, that
one
sucks.
for that one. So you have that one.
Thank you for your
Bill.
patience, everybody. We'll get this all figured out.
Yeah.
Bill, you need to make more mouse pads.
I really like them. I'll make.
Well,
I'll ask Tom to make so many more.
Maybe some new ones, but the other ones that are gone, they're gone. Like, that's the whole point of these.
That's the whole point. Yeah, it'll be
The
new
add-on.
images. It won't be the same.
Yeah,
exact
I'm not.
ones, yeah.
I'm not going back to the well with a whole bunch of new stuff.
Right,
I mean,
exactly.
with, new
It'll be brand new.
runs of stuff because it
Right.
diminishes people who back the Kickstarters.
Oh, for sure.
No,
yeah,
I get
totally
that part.
Yep.
My point is, you
I'll draw more.
need to at least have these two chicks because Nira, Shay cosplayed her first, so she's going to get that mouse pad, and I
Right.
always wore a black wig,
Mhm.
so yeah. You're picking up what I'm putting down.
Kevin wasn't able to add the pillow or the coin with the mouse pad tier. So, Kat, I don't know if you want to troubleshoot that one.
Which one?
Start with the mouse pad tier. He said that he
Mhm.
couldn't add on the pillow or the coin.
The pillow
For
or
that
the
tier.
coin? Okay. Let us see.
We've got our IT department
I know what I got.
working in two
Okay.
different directions. It's good. It's good.
So if I go to the mouse pad tier,
Adding the coin.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's just go over the damn covers because at this point, you guys are talking about the rewards, which
Yes.
is what we'll get to in a
Yes.
second. But
There we
let's
go.
let them see what they're buying. Okay.
yes.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
that
I
is
can
your,
add them on.
yeah. Kevin once again is drunk. Moving
So
on.
here's the retail cover,
Yes,
Yes, that's the main
basic
cover.
cover. Main cover. Cover A.
which is the underwater
Yeah.
one,
Yep,
which
yep,
is the one that Bill wouldn't fucking send me. In
Right. No boob window on that
layers.
one.
Son of a bitch. All right, and then we have the one from our thumbnail.
Mm-hmm.
The
That's
gang's all
the,
here.
the group cover, and that one is inked by Mikey Babinski from Marvel and DC fame. He's
A
he's
long-time collaborator.
Yeah, he's a lifelong collaborator at this point.
Yep.
He's
You're shaking everything.
he's inked. Oh, I'm shaking this.
Yeah.
He inked Scarlet Spider. He's inked the Savage She-Hulks. Are you tapping for Shay?
So Shay just tapped for me.
Yeah.
So I wanted to respond. So what these are Bluetooth bracelets. So there's an app that you get, and you program
Uh-huh.
what each thing means. Like if I double tap and it flashes blue, this means I'm thinking of you, and then Shay's will vibrate and flash blue,
Oh,
so
cool.
she knows I'm thinking about her.
Yeah.
Or I tap and hold, and it's kind of a pinkish purple, and that's I
Mhm.
love you.
Oh,
That's cool. Yeah.
What?
See the bird. The bird's like.
Hugin's like, I want one of those.
Yeah.
I was wondering how those actually were because I see them online, but I was just like, oh, like, do they actually like, like, are they as nice as they look?
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris.
Mhm.
The first real time I'm doing a cosplay on any of these shows.
There you go.
It's really cool, and definitely the first time doing this myself. So this was
Doing a
the
great job.
group cover.
Doing a great job.
Thank you.
Hooking it up.
And then we have the ass cover.
Yep, that's my homage cover. It's also inked by Mikey. Wanted to do a little something with Elektra, so you can see where she shot up the old Nira-X logo up there and threw hers up there instead.
That's right. Nice little homage.
Nice little homage after she quits.
I have never seen a chick that had this much definition, this much pop.
That's what makes you a
definition
ninja.
in her ass.
That's what makes you a ninja.
And a real ninja.
A
real
butt
ninja.
implant ninja, maybe.
And I wanted to show.
Speaking of Sharpies going in. Never mind.
Yeah, I wanted to show everyone that there's going to be some actual mermaid action in this issue.
Cybernetic mermaid action.
Yeah, Nira is basically cosplaying as a mermaid to kind of like do mermaid stuff with the other mermaids that are already there, and they're pissed off
with the mermaids, with the mermaid image.
Yes, the really
all
mad
you need,
mermaids.
Bill, is a joint right here, and then the tail spins like a propeller,
She would look
like an
hilarious.
outboard motor. Yeah, exactly. And they're like, that bitch is like 5 times faster than us.
All I needed was the one joint. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
This is what happens when she goes too fast. The top falls off.
Yeah.
It looks like she's like she has like a drink in the submarine. Like,
Oh no. She's like in the Caribbean having one of those fancy drinks.
yeah.
I'd like to have the blue sub, please.
So in the rewards, what do you call this tier? This cover, other than final issue of Darkseid's
Mermaid.
just mermaid. Okay.
Mermaid cover.
Mermaid cover. And that's the
And this
nudie
is
mermaid cover.
obviously.
Ooh.
Hi.
And this is by Cat Mouse. This is Nira-X.
Yeah, my cover. Yep. I
Love it.
wanted to make her like look really cool.
Complete with the SS green
Okay.
sinking in the background.
As it should.
Okay. I'm gonna turn off the camera a second, rip off my sleeves, erase my eyebrows, draw them as anime straight lines. So, Kat, you'll find this funny. I got microbladed recently.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And so I'm trying to describe the eyebrow shape that I want because without makeup, I barely have any eyebrows. It's entirely blonde and it's just a genetic abnormality. So in getting the microblading done, I'm trying to describe to our friend what shape I want to do it. And I'm like, she's like, that straight? And I'm like, think anime. And she's like, think anime cosplayer. And she's like, okay.
Right.
I
There
got
you
you.
go. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So there's
It's the vibe I want.
Very
That's the
straight.
vibe.
Mhm.
Yeah. That looks
Oh,
really
Chris,
awesome.
Chris actually has a very good point, Tom.
What's
That
up?
the mermaid suit would make a cool sticker. And if you look in the campaign, you're gonna see a cool sticker.
Yep, we're gonna keep going.
I know Tom's got that look on his
confused.
face because he's like, I already made a sticker.
I'm troubleshooting like 18 things, and you're
I
bringing up
know.
stuff that's already there.
No, don't worry. This problem has already solved itself. You're good. You're good.
This
Thanks,
is
Chris.
really awesome.
And, this
And then
is
John
another cover.
Stinsman is back, so that is the cover that he did for Darkseid's 1.
Mm-hmm.
But back then, it was a all ages cover.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Now he's decided to battle damage her top. You know, you don't get the tortoise with the cover. So
Damn
I reached out to him because it was very funny. After we had completed issue 1 and I sent him his comp copies, he looked at it and he was like, oh man, if I knew we could have done a nude one, I would have offered that too.
I know,
And
right?
I was like, dang it. And then with this one, we were thinking we were going, and I was like, that'd be a cool bookend.
So it's kind of on John's wish list, and it's on people's wish list who would like to collect John's art. Right? So
yeah, because
that worked out. That worked out.
Yeah, because he had then done like 4 or 5 other Kickstarter campaigns that I saw, and he had done that. He had done a regular cover and a nude version of said cover.
Sure.
And so
this is a delayed reaction nude cover.
Exactly. So basically what it was is I was
delayed
like
gratification.
It'll be a nice bookend. So
yeah, exactly.
You know, again, if you have this cover. Oh wait, let me see. Can I do this without the save up there?
It's so shiny.
Yeah. Well, it's in a bag.
No, it's good. No, we can see it. We can see it.
Yeah. So that was his other cover. That was his original cover, and then he did he.
So for all you artists out there, here's a good piece of advice: draw the character and the background and everything exactly how you normally would, but draw the character nude.
Yes.
Add another layer, and then draw the clothes on top.
And now you got
that way.
That's true.
Big brain.
Excellent.
Sorry, I brushed this hair out before I started, and it's being a bitch. The insides, you know.
Yes,
there should be another image here.
All right, so.
Nope, keep scrolling. Yep. There you go. Yep.
There we go. There you go. There's a little bit of the insides. The insides are all pencil, but I got to ink it all. So I need.
That's why I wanted to
need support.
Because distractions.
That's what I'll be doing this month.
Look over here. Look over here. Look over here. Not here.
Not here.
Not here.
Look at Waffle.
Look at that waffle.
The little gentleman.
Yes.
Okay, I love the phrasing. Bill is supposed to be working hard on them.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Who, me? What?
Exactly.
Just gonna leave
I know you're still.
If you watch the video, you can clearly see that Bill has been working on some interior pages. So therefore, we will have interior pages to preview shortly.
Yep. You'll see it. You'll see it in the video.
Yes.
Quickly see it in the video, and then keep in mind that some of the proceeds of this Kickstarter goes towards feeding that cute little dog and making sure that he stays alive and happy in this world full of danger.
He is Captain Morale in this studio.
Captain Morale.
to say nothing of feeding cat, but
no, the dog first.
Well, cat's a grown up. Cat can feed herself.
Can I?
You're like,
I was gonna say, what exactly was Shay's job at the last Tidewater?
To feed.
You guys were
to make sure I ate.
Exactly.
But that's when I'm in work mode.
That is true.
The question is, Kat,
Yeah.
did she feed you or did she feed you?
No, she actually. It's like because I get nervous eating in public a lot. So she actually created a barrier around me, so I could just go eating.
It's like the Wonder Twins. She was like form of lunch break room. It's like just made sure she protected her.
Yes.
We need to bring one of those Asian dressing screens.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. David wanted to get me one of those, when you're camping, you can get one of those little tiny privacy tents that you just zip as if you're a wardrobe. And he's like, I'm gonna get one of these for you, and I'm just gonna go poof, and then I'm eating at the table, and then he goes poof. Now it's gone.
That's better than most of my friends who do shows. They usually just go underneath the table, so they'll be there, and then.
So,
and we're back.
We got standees. We got the last 2 standees of the set.
I love the Thalia one.
Yeah.
So we have Thalia, the cyber demon, who does not like cyber angels at all.
Well, why would she?
I know. And then we have Malka, the cyber angel, and Malka is actually designed and inspired to Ken's wife, Courtney.
Mm-hmm.
So we have some real life. We have some real life inspired characters and people inside of our books. Isn't that right, Sai, who is also a cyber angel?
I'm telling you, when you come out with standees of Shay and I, Bet your ass. Maybe,
And so
maybe we'll even work out a deal where Shay and I will autograph the backs of them.
That would actually be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Tom,
So-
keep that in mind. Earmark.
Yes, noted. And then with this set of standees, if you've been buying them the whole time frame,
Right.
you also get a nice backdrop of said standee.
We have a backdrop for the standees.
So for your display. So if you scroll down a little more, you will see.
I will in 1 second. I just
Existing.
wanted to mention a bit of lore. For those of you who don't know, Thalia is actually a certified and licensed proctologist and gynecologist.
She's
So keep that
also.
in mind.
Yeah,
It's a wonder
but-
how she lost her license.
I should
No
mention
wonder
also
she lost her
that she is
Few
an
complaints.
original. She's an original character by our good friend, fan, supporter, family at this point.
Yep.
Our good friend Chet.
Mhm.
Chet is actually the person who came up with Thalia, and she's been a running, reoccurring character in the story. So,
Yes.
Backdrop.
So that
And how's the
backdrop
backdrop?
is, yeah. It looks pretty cool. That
Mhm.
I was
So
going to
it's
make it a little bit smaller, but I think 11 by 17 works. So it's going to be It's going to be 11 by 17 size.
sweet.
Yeah.
Feels good. Feels good.
Feels good,
Yeah.
man. It feels good, and it's
You
got
should
some
make
of
the
the.
backdrop like a pop-up book where you put the little tabs and things like tentacles move
And start moving. Oh my goodness.
That would be
reaching
dope.
for people.
Maybe that'll be the booth display. We'll do that.
Mhm. Yeah, the
By the
story.
way, really quickly, I just want to throw out there because
Sure.
Shay's one of the other reasons that Shay's not here is she's also working on her final this weekend, and her final is for her final class,
Mhm.
and this is her last class to get her degree in marketing.
Nice.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
sweet, cool.
Very cool.
Very proud of her. She's about to graduate summa cum laude.
Nice.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Good
That's not
job.
easy. Not easy to do.
Not
Are you
easy.
Not
kidding?
easy to do.
Awesome.
That's
1 and 2
I'm
are still
pretty sure
available.
it's 3.9.
I give her the golf clap. It's like, oh, that's good stuff.
you can give her the Bill hug of approval
There you
when
go.
you see her at Tidewater.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Yep.
Plan.
So this was set one.
That was
Yep.
set one. Yep.
Smaxy.
Yes, and then set 2.
Nice.
We have those always in limited supplies, right? Because it's always from the supply from the first printing, right?
God, that hair.
And once
So
they're done,
I need to get like 6 white wigs and combine them.
I'm like,
now even within dialogue, within story of the book, Nira's hair does change
all the time.
length. It's part of her cyber skin thing. So she changes her appearance. So the length of your hair is actually
Paul Bill doesn't pay attention when he draws.
Yeah.
That's really what it boils down to, boys and girls. Let's be honest.
And he made a plausible reason why.
So what
I
would
know,
you
I
say
had
this
to.
is? Like mid-thigh?
I was hearing a thumping sound. I didn't know if that was like outside or inside.
I accidentally nudged the
Oh,
drawing table right
oh,
here,
that's
and
what
it
it was.
hit your metal cabinet.
I'm like, we're doing a stream. Is there a UPS truck out front? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. So then we also have some nice vintage books, Nira books that I've picked up. And then Bill has done little doodles on them. And so those are 1 of 1s. So I've got 3
A
or
Bill
4
Mouse
different books
remark. Oh
Yep.
my gosh.
Yep.
Yes.
on classics.
On old 90s.
And
I
it's
know.
like, right now we are at $24.50. We are
Nice.
$550 away from gold. Yeah!
Awesome. You
Right
guys
there.
are fantastic.
Bill, I can just tell from fucking eye shape that you watched Eon Flux.
Oh, dude. Yeah, of course. Are you kidding me?
Heavily influenced.
And not to mention the fucking
the
position
pose.
she's in.
Yeah, the whole pose
Yeah.
is very Eon Flux, right?
That right leg, love it.
I
Too bad I
feel
can't
like
write the. Too bad I can't write the script like Eon Flux. There's just a whole lot of
Hmm.
Rough
Get
dialogue.
fly
there.
in the eyelashes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, one
Like
great
staring
show.
at liquid television.
I do my
And then
best.
we
not
have
to
one
cat.
copy of Zen Zero with a chromium cover that I got signed by Jay Lee at Emerald City.
Signed by Jay Lee, dude.
And it's going to be
Nice.
signed
Awesome.
and remarked by Bill as well.
Yep.
So
Nice.
that is
Because I was
again,
it was
it's
a
an add-on.
bucket list item for me. I was lucky enough to be the colorist on that cover. So, and I colored it by hand. I airbrushed the cover on a photostat of the art in order
Wow.
to get the art.
Which apparently, according to Facebook, just came up for auction on Heritage, right?
It just sold. It
Yeah.
just sold. Yeah, it just sold for. I'm not going to say how much, but it was about yay much.
It was more than what
$4?
the add-on is
Yes.
for the remarked cover. So
Yeah,
you should go and get the remarked
yeah.
cover. Is what I'm saying.
It was more than this and less than this. Went
Unfortunately,
to a good collector.
did you sell it, Bill?
No, it wasn't.
No.
It just came up in Heritage Auctions.
Mhm.
I actually thought that it was long gone. I didn't think I'd ever see it again.
Yeah,
It was
that's
already
actually kind of
sold.
funny that it just popped up, and recently, right, with the relaunch of Zen,
Right.
and then with us offering this cover, it was like, wait a second, is somebody listening to us? What's going
Yeah,
on?
That's
those are the
awesome.
two major the books that I'm working on right now.
The
It's-
comic gods.
Yeah, so after
Show their
after
favor.
after our Nira-X issue is completed, that's the very next issue that I'll be working on is the new issue of Zen Bounty Wars.
You know, that brings to mind something that I hadn't thought of, like nowadays with artists and how much better it is, because you guys can just do a fucking, atomic level scan of it and send them that and
Yep.
keep the fucking original.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
then
for
you
sure.
have the original to sell.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
My
Whereas-
friend Mikey, who's inked a couple of our covers for this campaign, Mikey, when I would do pencils, this is actually what we did. I did the pencils here. I scanned it, sent it to him. He prints out his own blue lines.
Yep.
And so he's got an original ink of those two covers, and I have the original pencils. They both still
Yep.
exist
Yep.
as originals. So yeah, I love
And then you'll have pencils and then inks and then colors.
exactly,
Yep.
and all three.
That's awesome.
Wow.
You're like tripling the value proposition. That's what
And that's again, boys and girls, why it pays to do traditional boards for art, not always digital. Digital's
Yeah.
great,
Digital's
but
great.
you are losing a definite revenue stream by only doing digital art. Just saying, as an editor.
one can't replace the other completely. Yeah,
No.
that's for sure.
They both have
I-
their goods and their bads.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can't remember the campaign. We've had it on several times, but the artist on it, Rod Looper, did all his stuff traditional, and then he did the scans and sent them to be colored. If any of the chat remembers what Rod Looper did, it was something dragon. Anyway, and then he turned around and on one of our auctions sold his 2-page spreads and covers and
Nice.
stuff like that. He got thousands of dollars for them.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
I mean,
gotcha,
there's a demand for original art.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll keep going.
And then, so the funny thing is, Bill, I didn't realize that was a variant cover to
This
the one where she's Aeon fluxing.
Mm-hmm.
That's
No,
the same
this-
series.
No, not the same series.
It's not.
It's not.
Not the same series. No, this is
Oh.
actually our first series that came out. Our first Nira-X series that came
Oh,
out.
so that must not. Maybe it wasn't the Aeon Flux one. It was the other one, the one that says ongoing series.
Yeah, the one that says ongoing series. That was
that one.
But they're all different things.
Interiors?
That one has a flip cover on the back of it. If I remember correctly, it's a cover by Trent
that one's-
Kanuga.
Well, let's see. That one's here.
I know he's got it with him. So
Well, so the funny thing is because that foil one I sent to you already, so I don't
Yes.
have that one to check the
So
inside.
these
Right.
He was
both
just
say
looking
number
at
one.
Comics number one, but
Uh-huh.
it's of a different one.
yeah, we were
because
doing
he does a
miniseries
bajillion
already.
number one.
Yeah, we did.
I know,
miniseries.
and that's
We would
one of
do
the things that
3 or
annoys
4
the hell out of me.
miniseries. Yeah.
Bill,
Yes. ¿Qué pasó? No, señorita, what's wrong with you? Why you no love?
because you can't make 12 number ones. There's one number one.
Well, I wasn't in charge.
Oh yeah, at that time, back and forth.
Yeah, there's Trent Kanuga's cover.
Yep.
Yep, on the back.
That's kind of
Yep.
cool.
Yeah.
And then this
Yeah, I
one already
love-
has the remark on it because this is
Mhm.
oop, my mouth. I did that because this is the one I had you do already in
Yep.
preparation for this campaign,
Uh-huh.
and then the other books are in your possession right now, with the exception
Very
of this one, the foil one. I do have that one.
That's the one.
Here. Okay, so let me see. So which interiors are this? Because that means I might have listed it incorrectly. Although I did find it funny that I ended up with the foil version, not the regular version. without even realizing it.
That's
So,
good.
I
You got
was
the
like,
foil
oh,
on.
Is
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is it all foil or just spot?
Just the logo.
Yeah, just the,
Oh, okay.
It's a logo.
They
Back in the
fucking
day.
missed their chance.
Bless you,
They
dog.
should have done the belt. They should have done the gold thigh thing.
Oh, it would have been cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
back then, I don't know if
Yeah.
they had the ability to do knockouts that easily. I mean, the printing process in the back in the day was.
Oh yeah, we're
much more
talking about
difficult.
1993 here.
Yeah.
No. You get someone in a fucking sweatshop with the fucking really thin gold leaf shit that Shay has downstairs that she uses in her art, and you just glue that shit on.
You are correct, Bill. They are different books.
Yay! I have a memory.
Just a little.
Funny because that means I have to reach out to CLZ, the main online app for collectors,
Yeah.
to let them know that they are indeed different because they had it wrong.
Gotcha.
They
Oh
had
no,
it
it's good
listed
to
as the
correct
same
them.
series.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll have to reach out to those guys and let them know.
Cool. Actually, I even left some. I left a trivia thing on IMDb for the episode that Nira-X is in for SideQuest.
Oh yeah.
and they put it up. They left it up. So I was just like,
Oh, nice.
yay! Yeah. I mentioned that Nira-X was created by Bill Mouse in 1993 and currently published by Committed Comics.
Here we go.
See,
Nice.
see, got a shout
Good
out.
shout out. Good
Good
shout
shout
out.
out. Good shout
Thank
out.
you. Thank you.
Now, Bill, you've done something with this mouse pad that I find hilarious because since these are silicone,
Right.
I have to powder them to take the gloss off of them.
Right. And I always make them shiny.
Yes, exactly.
Well, it's
Exactly.
because the Cyber Angels are sweating because they're so hard at work.
No, it's misting.
Hold on.
Right. We'll go with Misty.
Sai comes prepared.
That almost feels like that was a setup. It was a lead-in setup.
Perfect. It needs to reflect the light just right.
They're legit misted.
Yeah, I have to mail out this one to
There.
you so you can remark it as well.
Okay, cool.
Look, Chad, you're getting cyan wet tits.
Something that could only happen.
The tip link is down below.
Down below.
Not the link to my OnlyFans. You'll have to find that on your own. But
Right.
you know, these things happen.
So,
Nice.
very good.
So nice. Yeah, I thought a cool design for the throw pillow.
So this is this is a throw pillow. This isn't like a
Yeah, so
body
we-
pillow.
Right,
No,
so we've
no.
done 3 different pillows now. So we've done a body pillow, which was double-sided. One side was safe for work, the other side was not safe for work. Then we did a standard, bed pillow,
right.
which was one side was the top and the second side was the bottom.
It was all unsafe for work.
All
Yeah.
unsafe for work, which thought people when they see that, they just laugh hysterically because they're like, that is the most ridiculous thing on the
It
planet.
is.
And I was like,
It is,
yeah,
absolutely.
yes, it was. And so now we're doing a 6-inch square throw pillow,
Yep.
which
Yep.
will have the same image on both sides. It's
Yeah.
it's all safe for work.
Damn it.
And by going and researching, as I state below, apparently in order to make throw pillows look full, you want to get an actual insert that's larger than the actual pillow.
Just a tiny bit.
Pillowcase. Yeah. So I was just like, oh,
Yeah,
now I
or
know
you can
something.
get
Who
some
knew? Yeah,
padding.
yeah.
What's up with that science?
Right? It's like, I never
You can
thought
also
that.
Throw
buy-
pillow.
You can also buy extra filler at Michael's.
Yes.
True.
Not
There you go.
Joann's because they're going away.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cat's
whatever.
upset about
Yeah, they're
that.
gone. They're
Yeah.
bankrupt as a company, and the
Yep.
company that bought them out is just liquidating everything down to the bones.
Yep.
So if you're a
Fuck am I
crafter, go
gonna get
now.
Fabric.
Yeah, if you're a crafter, go now and buy as much fabric as you
Yeah.
can.
They have to do all online sources unless you have a mom and pop place that's close to you. But a lot of them got eaten up by places like Joann's.
Yeah,
or they
and
definitely
Michael's.
Yeah,
left
that's
during-
true.
Yeah.
And they left during the pandemic. But
Absolutely.
I wonder if now, because of all of this kind of stuff, if more mom and pop places will start popping up because
Yeah.
there's an actual need for them.
There's
Because
a
not
need, yeah.
everybody wants to get
The
everything on
cycle-
Amazon.
The cycle
Yeah,
begins and
the cycle.
Well, I
Yeah,
used
it's
to
like
live in
this is our
Tampa Bay,
dying star that is.
and
going
we
to
had a
explode,
brand
and
new
now we have-
Joann's
need
there.
fabric.
Now we have a new sun.
They just put in a brand new Joann's in Florida, like brand new building and everything. They like tore out the old building.
wow.
That's
Oh,
probably
gorgeous.
one of the reasons why
and
they're
now
what-
they're getting rid of it.
Yeah, and that's what sunk them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's
Thinking
probably
they
one of the
built
reasons.
That one store.
That
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
store did the whole
Exactly.
franchise in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And we got
I
some
bought a lot
coin.
of fabric.
You got some coins.
I bought so much fabric.
I would have gotten LeMay. I would have gotten any of their imitation leathers. I would have gotten so much stuff in there.
So
I
the
got-
funny thing about those coins, Bill, is that
Yeah.
we don't have that many left. Like when I was going through, I thought we
Yeah.
had a whole lot more than we did, and I was like, oh,
That's cool. It's good to know that it's limited. Hopefully people will add it on because it's very.
I love those.
And they're big
and they're nice and
coins.
heavy.
They're
Do either of you have one? I was going to ask.
Oh,
Do
I
you
have
do you have
one.
one on hand?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have one on hand.
I
I
have
only
one.
got this sword.
Somebody wanted to move the whole studio yesterday. There it is.
Yeah.
Now, Tom. The question is: do you have small Asian hands, or are these like normal adult sized hands?
What is the size to ratio? Ba-bam!
Yeah, but his hand is like a 6-year-old's hand.
Exactly.
We need the ruler.
No.
That's really a nickel.
Here's a poker chip, and this is the ceramic poker
Okay,
chip.
There you go. There's a good size reference.
Yeah.
I also love the poker chips. They're
I
so
love
cool.
it. Yeah, I like the poker chip.
Yeah. And we have a new poker chip, which will be a stretch goal. Hopefully, if we can achieve that, boys and girls. I'm just saying.
We need to have the stretch goal
And,
poker
and
chips.
those cut tragically in between.
Yeah. So.
And there's Tom. Tom. I need you to ship all this stuff out.
I don't know how to run the store, please, Tom.
He's like, no boxes.
And then we're gonna make Bill do some work with some commission tiers.
Nice.
Yep.
I'm gonna need some.
Here's the Denny's menu. You want a sandwich? You want mayo? Let me know.
I'm gonna need some Nira-X Witchblade. Some
Oh, that'd be
Nira-X
cool.
Supergirl. Some Nira-X Power Girl.
Yeah, I like.
She's at conventions, like cosplaying other characters.
Well, heck, what was it? Zenoscope did that, as did one of the other companies just recently. Power Hour did covers like that, where they took all their characters, and basically it was just a way for them to utilize other people's IPs.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I don't know exactly what the outcome was on that one, if the IPs
A
objected
little
or
bit of
not.
the dancing. You have to make
When
sure
you're a
it's
bigger company
parody.
doing that, I don't know.
Yeah,
But even with the
Okay,
parody
Bill.
stuff,
Mhm.
yeah.
I have a request. Could you just make 20 Savage Land Rogue fucking Niras? That way you have them at the ready because that's the suggestion every goddamn week on your
Yeah.
stream. Every week.
well, here you go. Here you
Just
go.
have it ready to go.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? I'm going to draw something else, but here, you can bid on this too.
Bid on this while I'm drawing the other thing.
That's something that I do to him at conventions. Because whenever we're at conventions, I'll just look at his table and I'm just like, why is there no Spider-Man? Or it's like,
Yeah.
because whenever he draws a Spider-Man, it sells right away every time. So I'm just like,
Right.
as soon as there's no Spider-Man, I'm like,
Yeah.
where the fuck is the Spider-Man?
Where is it? It's sold.
want-
That means you need another one.
Mm-hmm.
I want a Nira-X Batwoman,
Ooh.
Yes.
a Nira-X Judge, a la Judge Dredd.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That would
Apparently,
be
rumor
Nira-X
is that
Anderson.
dope.
Carl Urban is coming to Amazon to do a series from Eric Kripke. That is the rumor I just saw today.
Huh.
That he's back
Wait.
as Dredd on Amazon
Okay.
Prime.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Oh my God.
That's dope. Yeah.
That,
I
and
will
apparently
never
Eric Kripke
unsubscribe.
is the one pushing it, and he, after he's done with the boys.
Carl Urban was so fucking excited and happy with how Dredd turned out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it just fucking stalled. And let me tell you, I was not disappointed with Olivia Thirlby as Anderson. I thought she did a really great job.
He did a
I
good
thought-
job. I just don't think that they didn't understand who Anderson was. They should have just used another name.
And that's fine because
Yeah.
you know what? There's room to shoehorn in, especially if they're doing a fucking series.
Right.
Oh,
Make
yeah.
make it like fucking make it like rated R cops.
Well, I mean, that's what they're. If it's Eric Kripke who does the boys, that's exactly
Right.
what they're going to do.
That's what
I mean,
it'll
it's
end
gonna
up
be
being.
no,
Yeah.
it's going to be no pulled punches or anything like that. And apparently, again, this is from the trade, so it could be very early stages. We have no idea where it's at this point.
I'm just excited because I fucking
just the concept.
Sly is Sly, and that's whatever it was.
Oh, that's
And I didn't read the comics, but I've heard about them so fucking much because where the hell is the jump on point when there's been 740,000 comics?
Well, the funny thing about Judge Dredd as a series is that the Sylvester Stallone version was more comic accurate to the world, but not Dredd. The Carl Urban version was comic accurate to Dredd, not the world.
Right.
So it was so bad.
That's true.
That's true. And merge them.
Honestly, I'd rather see Carl Urban's version because that world
for sure
felt real. It felt real. It felt lived in.
Yeah, it definitely worked.
I've totally side.
I know, right?
Job. This is my job to sidetrack.
The funny thing is, I'm looking at the screen right now, and it has my profile. It's like, wow, I've backed 140 campaigns. Where's my money going? No wonder I'm broke half the time.
So please support our book so that Tom can back some more campaigns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about supporting
three more
the indie world.
This is us. Yeah.
This is so cute, Bill.
Nerds.
I'm Spider-Man.
Yeah. Spider-Man.
And look, you work so hard, you have web stuff to you.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
And then that's me. With my cover, with my book behind me. That's the cover of my book. Tales from the Asylum.
Is it?
I'm saying, yep. I'm hard at work on issue 2.
This looks like some kind of funhouse on acid.
Yes.
It does.
Yes, it is. So, and here's the stretch goals.
You know what? You should list your the contributors, like the guest artists for the variant covers.
Oh yeah. Well, I
list
did.
Did you?
It's basically just Kat and John at this point.
Is it?
He'll just threw everything else. He was like,
I
"Oh,
don't see Kat listed here."
Oh, you're talking about down the team. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I could. I mean,
I did not do as much for this campaign because I'm not coloring the book this time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm technically not part of the team because I'm just
and
because I pooped the cover. Okay.
How are we supposed to know who colored it or wrote it?
But that's
edited it.
That's all him.
Me.
No wonder nothing's drawn yet, Bill.
I got
pretty much. I mean,
don't worry, I got him on a much better schedule. But whether he adheres to it is him. But I scheduled him out.
She's good at scheduling.
By the way, Bill, thanks for touching base for me to hop onto your show. That way, I didn't have to do my own show last weekend. I appreciate that.
So and here's our locked stretch goals. So everything below the thingy is locked.
Below the thingy.
Hold on. Is it still locked?
I don't know. Let's see.
Still locked for the moment.
Yes. Dang it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Barely.
We're good.
Barely locked.
Barely.
The lock is loose.
Yes. So, and the reason why I have it listed as locked stretch goals is because actually on the left-hand side there are hyperlinks that'll jump right to it, and it's so I'm going to have one that says unlock stretch goals, so when people come they can just see right away. And there will be more stretch goals. This is just what I wanted to put up for the campaign right now, just to get us started.
This is a print of the non-retail cover, correct?
Correct. That's one of the variant covers. It's going to be actually the line art for the variant cover with all the people's names, all the backers' names listed on the back. It's pretty standard what we've done for all the campaigns. And
okay, so not colored.
No, I like. You know what it is, because of the fact that I like the uncolored version. The line art
the
is
pencils,
really nice.
Yeah.
You know,
it's the only way you could see like the pencils from.
And it's it's underrated.
Damn, you want someone like Bill to drop some weight.
It's not going to help my weight, but it's certainly going to make me happy.
No, it would, because unless you're doing like 4 pages a day,
that's right.
You're not going to.
Yeah,
that's the only food you get.
He will become so.
One slice.
Oh my goodness.
All right, I'm gonna get to work. Some person. I'm gonna get to work.
What is your page speed? I mean, I've heard anything from a day to a week, depending on the artist.
Oh,
it depends on the page.
Yeah, it depends on the page.
Yeah,
because right now it's like the pages that I have up, I could probably do like, maybe 2 pages a day.
Along with that, it's just like you pencil so fast. Like your pencil's super fast, but then the inks take longer, and then you take a millennia to color.
Right. So super fast penciler, moderately fast inker,
slow as hell,
pretty slow, decrepit colorist.
Remind me again
which is what I usually color it.
Why isn't Kat coloring this issue again?
She has
because I'm coloring a huge other miniseries. That's why.
She can color like 5 pages a day.
Yeah.
It's
she's nuts.
At my max, because I was just like waking up coloring and that was it because something needed to be rushed. I was doing 15 to 20 pages a day, and I was just like, oh, yeah. I was dying that week. But
so do 10, get through your big project, and then swing back around and do the second half.
I know, right?
You know.
But I told him
if I start running behind, if I look at her sad enough, she'll help.
Yeah.
Because just from the other side of the room, I'll just see a flare, and I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, she sees I'm over here just smoking on fire.
I'm just picturing in the middle of the night, under Kat's door, a cookie and a page. It's gonna
be like Nacho Libre. It's gonna be like, you want to share some toast? Do you want some toast?
That would work.
Knock on the door. Do you want to color my pages?
I just get a note on my computer, just a sticky note where it's just like, please help me.
Yeah.
But I do.
We're also gonna have,
if you really need some help, I'll pop in.
We're gonna have some backer stretch goals too. So when we hit 200 backers, people get 2 4x6 line art prints included, keeping with the pencil themes or the ink pencil/ink theme.
So what's a signature plate?
So it's a little sticker that I mail out to Bill, and he signs them all, and then I put them onto the books themselves. Instead of mailing out hundreds of pounds of books to Bill to sign.
Now, do you put it on the book or do you put it on the outside?
No, I put it on the cover of the book.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm asking because some people are purists.
Yeah. No, I know. But it's again we this is something that's been fairly standard on the campaign going forward at this point.
Right. What's the CGC take on that?
I haven't sent anything to CGC. I've actually talked to them about starting a publisher account, and because of a couple bad apples, they no longer have publisher accounts. So that is not an option. You have to get it from the creators themselves. So Bill would have to send everything in.
Yeah, an artist account.
Right. Yeah, an artist account, and that just becomes a nightmare because I'd much rather have Bill drawing pages for books, whether it be mine or Zen or something else, opposed to submitting stuff to CGC. So, I have talked to them that we're discussing a couple different options. But at this point in time, I don't know what CGC. I mean, CGC's take is kind of strange overall, anyway, with signatures. With the JSA stuff and that kind of things. So,
yeah, I don't know. Wondering how they view signature plates.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't. I got the idea from Terry Moore, who's been doing it for the omnibuses. He does a new piece of artwork with a little section for the signature to sign on. There's been some other people who have done them, but pretty much I stole the idea from him as a sticker because that's what he does.
I see a question in the chat for me.
Cat. Oh,
how much coffee do you drink in a day, Kat?
0. 0. She's not allowed to have caffeine or her head explodes.
Oh no! I actually have been needing it lately because I've been doing full-time college at the same time as doing all the comic stuff. Yep. So I actually have been needing it just a little bit, but I usually have like a 20-ounce Americano and that's it. Not too much, or else I will just explode.
Not too much. She don't drink coffee like us caffeine people.
Drink iced coffee, panic attack.
Panic attack.
Drink iced coffee.
Yeah, I only do one as well, Kat. One carafe.
Yeah, and only if I really need it. If I wake up and it's just a chill day, I have enough brain cells, I don't drink it.
Bill, remind me at the next con because I'm pretty sure that Tidewater is going to be the next. Well, which is first, Tidewater or Heroes?
Heroes, I think.
Okay.
because it's
I think Heroes is good.
we're not going to Heroes. It's too far for us for this time.
I'll see if I can ask at Heroes what their take on it is, because
it'd be good to get some opinions, and it'd be good. Even after the campaign, maybe we'll do a survey from everybody and see what everybody's thoughts are.
Yeah.
For we kept it standard for these 3 issues and for some other issues that
I'm not trying to monkey wrench you guys.
Oh no!
You know what? If they don't want
it's
one
more
with
important.
signature plate, they can order a second one and put it in the notes and just do it as an add-on. Just saying.
But if people prefer to not have the signature plate stuck onto the book before they receive the book, then maybe we could take a survey and see what everybody's opinion is concerning that. So, and then we'll know how to address it in the future.
We will be diplomatic. We will not be.
Yeah. So then at $4,000, you get signature plate as well as a new add-on that gets unlocked, and then they can get the Dark Seas 2 sketch card with black and white sketch on them.
So they don't get the card; they get the option of the card.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
With you.
So
You get the ability to buy the card.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because Bill's got to do the work on it, so it's not
Right.
No,
Thank
I understand
Thank you,
completely. I am the rules lawyer on this channel, so that's why I make sure that things are specified.
Oh yeah.
We've had so many creators come on here, especially in the beginning, and fuck themselves so hard.
You learn through experience.
You do.
Yeah, that much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to teach people to be the wise person and learn from someone else's experience rather than
right.
And making
it's always preferred.
Yeah.
Cost them half the profit on the book. Yeah. Magnet.
So, a little business card size magnet. Yep.
Nice.
So, and again with no trade dress, so it's just the colored image.
Yep.
And it's just this magnet, right? Not a series or anything like that.
Right. Just that.
Well, I mean, again, with additional tiers or dollar, add-ons, I might add some more on there.
Tom has a habit of adding a lot more goodies. So for people to enjoy,
I always approach the add-ons as in what would I like as a fan, right? So that's the reason why we were looking back. I was incredibly stupid, and I did 18 different trading cards. Instead of doing each tier was another trading card, we hit that one tier, and I was like, let's do 9 cards! Yay!
all at once.
All at once. And then I was like, wait, now I got to put together 9 different cards. Crap! Let's replicate it for part 2. Yes. So, I mean, again, they were cool. They're people love them, but it was one of those things to where it's just like, oh, what am I doing?
As an example, by the time we get closer to the end of this campaign, I'm considering taking maybe 4, maybe 5 interior pages and having Tom do a random draw from all of our active backers, and somebody might get a free page.
Yeah.
So I think I might do that with 4, maybe 5 pages of interior art from the book.
Let me know when.
And when
back on here,
let me know.
We'll do it live.
When I do that,
that'd be awesome. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
When I do that as well, I don't exclude the digital backers. So, if somebody
Tom runs the store.
Digital,
so yeah.
If someone backs at $5, you can get a $400 or $500 page.
In fact, if everybody, even people that don't back, if you share the link with friends or repost it on your things, if we can at least get everybody to jump in and just buy the PDF, that would make a huge difference. I've got 8,000 people on my Facebook. If all of them jumped in and bought a PDF, that would make a huge difference.
Yeah. So what we could do is a random number generator.
Oh yeah.
By backer number. If we do a show, when we do the show, just
let's put a pin in it. Let's assume that we will.
Just tell me how many total backers there are on the back end, because I know that can differ from the front end. Depending on refunds, when people refund their original backer number 5 refunds and their backer number 7 because they wanted to buy something bigger.
Yeah.
So, that kind of thing.
Some person is asking, is Committee Comics located in Bill's studio? No, Committee Comics is located on the other side of the United States.
In California.
Yeah, we're as far as you can get without hitting
Oh my God.
Right.
So on your page, I was digging for information on you, Tom, and I thought I saw California.
So my business partner is in California. So
Okay.
Committed Comics is it's 1.5 entities. It's me, then occasionally my business partner Alex, who is down in California, will emerge. Usually between July 15th and July 27th, he will emerge.
He will.
That's pretty much about the only time he emerges.
Wait,
yeah,
is that the emergence time, or is that the total, like, I have emerged in here before I withdraw?
Yeah, that's how you know if you have
frame.
2 more weeks of sales. If he sees a shadow.
That's the time frame of San Diego Comic-Con, which he then drives down and
I figured it was. Yeah.
But yeah, that's but yeah, for the most part, it's me flying solo up in the Seattle area. So
that's awesome.
Or
I used to
when I
live
go to other shows, and I am all over the place, which I will be in Dallas at the end of May. Just saying.
I only went to Seattle once, and I didn't go to a fucking comic book shop. That makes me sad.
You know what? Depending on when you came, that might not be a surprise. So up until about the pandemic-y time frame, there was about 15 shops in the Seattle area. Now there are 4.
2012.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's probably about 15 different shops in the area, and now it's about 4 or 5 in Seattle proper. It's really scary.
I got to tell you guys a sad story. So there was a bookstore, semi-famous, even for people who don't live in Florida. It was Florida's largest bookstore, called Haslam's Books.
Mm-hmm.
It was fucking huge. It was like a block.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Hundreds of thousands of books.
Yeah.
Covering everything, including comics.
Mm-hmm.
They fucking closed permanently during the pandemic.
Yeah. No, that's harsh. It's harsh.
So sad. I went to take Shay there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, surely they've reopened.
Right. Yeah. You're like, they're big enough, Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like,
you would think they would survive.
Literally tens of millions of dollars in business, like both in store and online, and it's like, what? Why? Just why?
Yeah, that's crazy. But I mean,
like
again,
Amazon, and the mom and pop comic book shop I used to go to in the same town is still fucking open, and they moved to a bigger location.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's
no rhyme or
reason
reason
to
probably
it.
the fucking overhead.
Yeah.
Because because Haslam's was so huge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
So
I got you.
Look, boys and girls, there's a jumbo sticker using the mermaid art.
See?
Imagine that.
Jumbo
Wait, you skipped one.
Mermaid. Oh wait.
Well, yes, at 300 backers, then a color card becomes available.
Yes. For $50 each.
$50.
Available.
That's right.
Available.
Becomes available as an add-on. It'll be limited as well. So again, it's one of those things that when we hit that tier, I'm going to add it in there. I'll send out a listing, notification to the social medias prior to it, but it's going to be one of those things to where, hopefully people get it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And then your Big Mermaid sticker, not with the swirling tail.
Not with the swirling tail. Not with the turbo tail.
Yeah. 4.5 inches tall die cut. So,
Nice.
That will be a big sticker.
Be a big, cool sticker. Yep.
Yeah.
Love it.
Wait, how big is this?
4.5 inches tall.
4.5 inches tall.
Nice.
Pretty big.
I'm going to put that on my Trapper Keeper.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about.
Your Lisa Frank Trapper Keeper. There you go.
And then we have the blood coins.
Yes.
So, have you actually gotten these yet?
Not yet.
Just
no.
a maybe.
The order has been placed. I have not gotten them yet. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be really, Bill, if you guys get these in by Tidewater, I'd be really interested in seeing one.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. We should get them in by then. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was going to make a joke earlier, since we're all going to be at Tidewater together. Bring the big fucking coin, and I'm going to have Kat paint it while she's at Tidewater.
That'll be dope.
I'll have the only painted challenge coin. That'd be awesome. No, because then Shay will slaughter me because she paints.
See. And now we have.
Is it worth your life?
And now we have dueling Niras.
Well, they are both coins.
So apparently, Kevin's saying, didn't Chris DeHam win the mermaid art? I'm assuming on one of your streams.
I believe he might have. Yes.
Yeah.
Because you're red dot sale, mister. You sell things really fast.
I did red dot sale that.
So everyone's got to kick in money so we can unlock the sticker. So therefore, he can actually get the sticker.
Yeah.
Yeah. That way I can exist.
And we might be using that artwork just to let people know there might be
Canadian.
additional item coming as an unlock
Well, you probably sent
here
it to him a long time ago.
above at 8,000
Yeah,
or 9,000.
Not
We might
Bill's
be
going
unlocking
in his
something else.
Let me
So,
double check.
At
here.
9,000 something else. You know,
something else. Yeah, I mean, I've got stretch goals planned out to
Good.
20K.
Good.
I just
Somebody bought it.
I was like, you know, let me get
There's
past the
somebody
first
got it.
Somebody
2 or
get it.
3 before I start adding more on there.
I'm just
But-
gonna
oh,
say you're getting closer to that first unlock all the time.
Nice.
And Bill, are you going in your drawers?
Bill,
Yes, he is.
stop going in your drawers.
You know who I think got it? I think Kevin might have gotten it.
No, Kevin said that Chris did.
Yeah.
Trust me, if Kevin got it, he would definitely be gloating that he got it.
Kevin got it. Kevin Green is the proud owner.
Uh-oh. Kevin, you are wrong.
Kevin says Chris got it.
I know. So I guess he's donating it to Chris.
But it's in Kevin's drawer.
It's in Kevin's drawer. I'll look at the live
has-
stream again.
Kevin has so much art
Move
that
it.
sometimes he'll go through it and go, "Oh, I did get that one."
Move it to
Because-
stay in
because we
size
put-
drawer.
He
Kevin
a lot
will
in the
never miss
drawer.
it.
He
You
did.
see-
He did
you
the
see what
same
happens?
thing.
See, he's like,
Yeah.
I forgot. No, it's mine.
Yeah,
Nope, Kevin, you
I
said
was-
Chris
I
is
was-
getting it.
no,
We're
no.
donating it to Chris. You know.
Yeah, here we go.
Sorry.
I write the names on the back, so we're gonna make sure right now.
Wait, is Chris
just-
here? No.
No,
He
Chris
wants
is
Alex
not
to have
here.
it. He wants Alex to have it. That's what I heard.
He wants
Yep.
out.
Yep.
Says Kevin Green right on the back.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Says
You
Kevin
know-
Green.
I've got some whiteout.
Got some whiteout.
Here, I'll get the. Let me get a post-it so I could show you.
So Kevin's saying, "Everyone spend more money." He wants that sticker.
Because see, it's the size process of draw the character nude first,
Mhm.
and then draw the clothes on top is,
Yeah.
is exactly what I did.
Oh, so you have to put a
Highlighting you right now?
post-it note.
Right, so I got to put a post-it note because
Yep.
I drew her
Nice.
topless.
He's so pretty.
So yeah, this is Kevin's piece right here. This is Kevin's.
I'm happy that you put
Wow.
the jellyfish behind it.
Yeah, that was actually a suggestion from the chat to
Mhm.
put the jellyfish in the background. So we do a live stream every Saturday at 10 o'clock
Yep.
Eastern time, and we do our draw stream together. So
Yeah.
I take a lot of advice from the chat. We see what happens.
Bill, now I'm upset because I just had the greatest idea, and it doesn't involve the jellyfish. It involves an octopus tentacle reaching right across her chest,
whoa,
and that's
whoa,
how you
I
make
thought-
it safe
I
for
thought-
work.
I thought we were keeping it.
I
I thought we were keeping it.
I like that. See, Kevin said that was actually his suggestion, the jellyfish. Okay, sweet.
I don't know. I still
I
think
know Kevin says I had to add the post-tits.
I always love that.
Kevin.
Play on words.
See?
Kevin. General
Kevin's
audience.
been around our auctions.
Mhm.
Yeah, Kevin's a pro.
Thank you so much, guys. I see that the count went up. We're at 2615 now.
Yeah.
Got
You're right
25
there.
backers.
That's why I'm posting.
Yep.
I'm posting for right now is just be like, back him.
385 from the first stretch goal.
I know.
Awesome.
Yep.
That would be nice.
You
And
guys
what
are
is our first stretch
fantastic.
goal again?
The funded print.
The funded
The thank you
The
card.
thank you card.
Thank you
Yeah.
A little thank you print. Yep.
Yep.
Bill, what is
We're working our way up to those stickers. I want to see a mermaid sticker.
What did you hit last time, Bill? I can't remember.
And in terms of final,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say it was like 1,600 or 16,000.
I was going to say
that range?
1,600.
1,600. Oh, well. We did pretty good.
Yeah.
Bill can't afford that slice of pizza.
Good.
for page
And then we hit
anymore.
The Dark Seas 2 of 3 did 12,000.
12,000.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what? I want to see this hit 20. Definitely.
I want to see this hit 20. Amen.
Well, all right. So
And
I
yes.
will leak.
Amen.
I will leak the beans right now that if we do hit 20, Bill is adding 4 additional pages to the book.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
We got a tease.
there you go.
So-
There you go.
Yes.
4
Wow.
additional pages of
Yes.
story to the book.
Exclusive.
You get story
You're
unlock.
first,
actually-
folks.
Mhm.
Yep. And then to do another one, another little teasy type of thing. It was already brought up in the chat, I think by Kevin, because it might have been partially his idea. Is if when we exceed Dark Seas 2's numbers,
Mhm.
one of the stretch goals is going to be a Cyberskin pen.
Nice.
The cyber skin pen.
So
yes.
in
Wait,
the old school
pen?
days,
Yeah, you turn it
Okay.
upside down and it comes up and it turns
Yeah.
up. Yep. One of those guys.
You motherfuckers! I want one so bad. Shay, there was one of those. There was one of those that someone did. God, who was it? Was it Dave Brink? It was for, I think, an invisible character on a campaign that was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Right. Yeah.
And so she disappeared when you did it upside down, and Shay got the pen. Oh my god!
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So now I need a pen.
See, Kevin says, and he's right. The pen was actually Ken Zazer's idea.
Oh, the Ken's idea. Okay.
Yeah, I remember
Nice.
now. Yep. Some person says hello to Waffle. Say hi, buddy. What's up, buddy?
There's Waffle.
Look at that dog. Look at that dog.
Look at that dog.
He was about to start barking at a dude going down the street with like a fishing pole, and so I was just like, "How about we don't subject everybody to that?" So I grabbed him.
He protects.
I
get that off
preemptively
the
grabbed
path.
him.
Hey, by the way,
we
look at your
just
total.
funded.
Look at your total.
We just funded.
Look, we're funded. We're funded.
Woohoo! That's what I'm talking about.
Waffles a good luck charm. Yeah.
You guys are awesome.
Here, you guys get a shake
Wet
for
tits.
that.
Wet tits.
Wet tits. Wet tits.
I get to write that off. It's reference. It's reference.
That's okay. This is a business expense. I haven't filed.
See?
It's fine.
Excellent. Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks, everybody. Easy peasy.
See,
What's our
magic things
first
happen
stretch?
when you launch on
First
Red
stretch
Valkyrie.
First stretch goal, Lizzie. Thank you, Prince.
Thank you, Print. I forgot again.
Thank you, Frank. Yes. And I got
It's so funny.
I have limited memory.
The last people, I'm not going to mention who it was. The last people who launched on our stream, they had a $10,000 funding goal.
Oh wow! Good God.
We got them 92% of the way there.
Wow.
On their show.
Yeah.
Then they went to
Nice.
Bancroft and got the other 8%.
Nice.
Nice.
Gotcha.
That's awesome.
But you did 92%, yo.
Yeah,
That's
oh
what
my
I'm
God.
saying. The total that they got on Bancroft was like 15%.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. So for all of you who are like, oh, maybe I'll go to Bancroft. Just saying, the Bancroft bump is small. We've talked
It's
to his
small.
wife. It's very small.
I don't even know who Bancroft is, but I know who
Michael
Valkyrie is.
Bancroft.
Michael.
Louse
Therefore-
Bancroft.
Yep.
Therefore, we already, so.
He's an Australian creator and promoter.
I gave you free.
Oh, okay. Wait, is he also a publisher?
And we're gonna be going everywhere, but we know where we
Be a
went first.
publisher.
Yeah.
I don't know, Chad.
He does a book called The Lucid.
Okay, yeah. I've seen
Yes.
his posts and some of the other stuff. It was very funny because when I was down in Australia, I was actually looking for his book just to kind of see,
Oh,
if
really?
he was in any of the
Yeah.
stores and stuff like that, but I didn't see
You
him.
got to look up the Moosent because Don Chin had an idea of doing a parody of the cover of his book. So the cover of his book has got like the female main character like falling, and there's like a city, right? So,
Now-
Right.
so it's called
Some
the Moosent. So I redrew the woman as a cow
Nice.
in true parody press form.
Oh,
Yep, some
Sweet.
person. All kidding aside, that is
Yeah.
true. He has a nicely sized channel. They are bigger than us. I'm just saying that funding outcomes tend to be better on this channel than on his.
Look, all I can say is that we made our
Statistically.
goal, so that's
Yeah.
all I care about, really.
Now you turn around and go to Bancroft and get the rest of the slot.
There you go.
yeah,
There you go. Well, I got to work my way up to that sticker. I got to have that sticker. If I don't have that
Yeah.
sticker, I'm going to be unhappy.
that's right.
Some person, are you saying forehead? Is that what that is? Forehead?
Sizable because of his forehead.
That's so horrible. What are we saying?
I don't know.
Or the
I shaved
ruffles on
my
his
head, so
blouse?
I don't know if he meant me. It's like, I was wait, man. I got a hat on though. I don't have my forehead showing.
A couple of years ago, Bancroft did something where he was on a skateboard and he was in a pirate shirt. So from then on, Shay and I just call him Blousecroft because that's what it looked
Oh,
like. Really bad.
dude, that you could blame that on Don. Don Chin actually sent him the frilly shirt, the white
Oh,
frilly
you know
shirt,
what?
because it was from an episode of Seinfeld.
Seinfeld.
Don
I
Chin
think-
is hilarious.
I think
Yeah,
we
I remember
need
the shirt.
to- I think
That
we
was
need
funny.
to make that more of a thing
Mhm.
in terms of blaming Don, because I like that idea.
Don is
I'm
great.
kidding. I love you, Don.
I love Don.
I love Don.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just-
Don is awesome.
But again, I think
Part of my comic book family.
he does need more blame. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah. No, he could definitely use more blame.
Yeah.
I got to
Now,
drag
is
him
Don
back
the
in.
real estate agent in his spare time?
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought so. I thought so.
Actually,
Yeah,
at this point, he's a comic book publisher on his spare time.
no. I still say that
You
his
still
main
say it the other
job,
way.
Yes.
his main job is selling houses. He just does this as a side gig.
Yeah, he's selling houses.
Every time
That's
he
a
comes on, I'm like,
that's a
"On."
side gig.
Well,
Where's this
technically, I
awesome
mean,
house you keep promising us. Come
my
on,
my day
Stretchable.
job is my side hustle. Technically, I might bill 40 hours there. I'm not saying I do 40 hours there. Well, you know.
So I didn't realize we were supposed to have a day job while we also do this. So I'm going to be super broke if this campaign doesn't do super nice.
Bill, we're already super broke.
I started super broke, so I mean anything's good. I just need more pens and paper.
I'd like to eat this month, Papa.
This is really my daughter's house anyway. So cat is my retirement plan. So just I get to live by the pool house.
I'm not going to let you
Please
live
back
on
the
the bridge.
campaign, please. If that's Bill's retirement plan, please. Help a brother out. Back the
Please.
campaign.
In these
please.
desperate times.
Please.
I'm just gonna say if
All the
if that
times you pulled my ears.
if oh god. Okay. I'm 29 years old, and that's all I'm gonna fucking say. I saw Roger Rabbit in the theater.
Right.
I did too. Yep. Oh wait, they re-showed it in the theater again, so that you could see it in the theater.
That's right. Yeah.
They re-released it.
They
Bill,
re-released it.
Anyway, it was awesome. That was before Cool World, wasn't it?
It was before Cool World. Yeah, Roger
Yeah,
Rabbit
not
came
by
out
much.
first.
That was
Yeah.
that
I
was
think
like
it was-
the
Pretty
that
close
was
to
like
each
the
other.
first
Oh.
Yeah.
like cartoon live action same time kind of thing.
Yeah. That's how they kind of.
I
don't know if it was
the
the first, but that's the way they build it.
Yeah, I think the Silly Symphonies had done something back in like the 40s or something like that.
I want to say
Oh.
that Disney did some other live action.
Well, I think I
it was
seen
really,
Stereo
really
movie.
flat animation.
Yeah, no, actually, Fantasia.
That was the one that made it.
Yeah,
really
there you
The
go.
opening.
Yeah.
The opening of Fantasia, where
Mhm.
Mickey goes up to the composer.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Look at us being
But
all.
Roger Rabbit did it cool with all the drop
Well, yeah,
shadows and
You know, the funny thing is, someone was talking about how Roger Rabbit is the equivalent of Beastie Boys' Paulie's Boutique,
Mhm.
like those two movies, like those
Yeah.
two entities,
Yeah.
because Paulie's Boutique has so many samples prior to samples that now you wouldn't be able to make that album without
Right.
going bankrupt.
Yeah.
And Roger Rabbit had so many crossover IPs
yes,
that you wouldn't be
Yeah.
able to make that movie now without going
Right.
bankrupt.
without going bankrupt.
So it's very interesting that those
But
two
I think
things
even
exist.
for Roger Rabbit, that was a bit before that was more common.
Mhm.
So they just
yeah,
so
yeah.
they just asked a lot of them, and they
Oh,
just didn't have a lot of things going on. But they were just like,
Yeah.
"Oh, can we use it in the movie for a thing?" And they're just like, "Well, yeah, if you do this and this," and it's like, "Okay, goodbye."
Gonna be at the barbecue Tuesday? Yeah.
Yeah, just the handshake deals for like a movie
Yeah,
that
I
did
mean,
so
that's-
well.
Yeah, that was what again business was. I mean, which is why we have took
Thank
was it
you, Kevin.
25 years. Yeah, 25 years for the next Marvel DC crossover
That's
type
true,
of thing.
yep.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, just to reprint the stuff that existed, which was nutty, and charging obscene amounts of money for it.
love Tom. Because Tom is so nice to us as creators.
Yeah.
Look, I just want something cool. I mean, that's literally what Committee Comics is. Like, I just want cool
Yeah.
shit. Like,
But
I
you can
don't-
totally strong arm it and just be like, you can't print this anywhere else forever. You gotta stay exclusive with just me. And you're just like, nah, I like you
We
guys.
signed our first agreement over a bag of Cheetos. Come on.
Over pie.
flaming
God.
hot Cheetos, sir. There's a legal implication to that,
Look,
all right?
The fancy pie is what did it. That's sealed.
Well, yeah.
That was like a
Pie,
field trip
pie,
later.
pie.
I am too Caucasian for flaming hot anything.
Yeah.
I will take regular Cheetos.
God.
Well, I don't have a gallbladder anymore, so no more flaming hot for me.
You didn't even do
look.
that before.
When I get
Oh,
wings
yeah.
from Pizza Hut, the maximum I go is medium.
Mhm. Yep. I'm not
Oh.
a spicy.
White
Not a
people make
spicy
me
guy.
laugh. Anyway,
You white people.
Like,
My
are you
goodness.
kidding? I get mild sauce at Taco Bell, and it's nice.
wait, they have mild sauce?
Yes.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Taco Bell has
Oh.
mild.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
I just threw away a handful of it, otherwise I'd show you.
Oh my god! I
Mild,
think I need a Mexican pizza now.
mild, hot,
So
fire,
impressionable.
and Diablo, I think.
Uh-huh.
Diablo's the
For
only
the-
thing I know. That's it.
Oh God, it's the weekend. I can have Mexican pizza and a soda.
Yeah, you can have soda. It's the weekend.
I'm trying to cut down my sugar. Sorry, I only get to party on the weekends.
Well, now you
You
can party
don't-
because we've made goal. So therefore, this is cause for celebration.
You can
Yeah.
go. We can go
You can
get
afford.
high fructose corn syrup for Saturday.
Oh, thanks, guys. It just went up again.
Yay!
32.78. That's
$32.78.
awesome. That's awesome. Thank you so much,
Now,
everybody.
Bill,
Yeah,
I
actually,
would,
if you
Go ahead.
refresh the screen, you will see a new landing page image
Yeah.
that no longer
for-
says just launched. It says funded.
It says funded, yo.
Boom, just funded. So yeah.
Oh, we still didn't watch the video. Oh, we still have to get through the whole. No, we finished the campaign, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
we finished the
We got to
campaign.
the bottom.
We didn't really go over the tiers except while we were going through it. So
Right,
Yeah.
right.
We only went over it when Kevin was like, "This doesn't work," and we were like, "Well, let's try to figure out why it doesn't
Well,
work."
you know what? That was actually the most important way to do that. That was actually a good
No,
way
that
to
was
do
smart.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Thank you.
I'm going to speed run this shit for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
No,
Speed
you can
run.
get
Speed
the
run.
PDF.
Okay.
You can get the retail, which is the cool double mermaid one.
Yes.
You can get the sketch cover.
Mhm.
You can get the Gangs All Here cover, which is what's on our thumbnail for this stream.
Yes.
You can get the homage.
Yeah.
That's right.
You can get the
Mermaid.
mermaid.
Yeah.
Might also resemble a sticker.
Might.
You can get the TV guide cover. We didn't talk about that.
That's just the most ridiculous thing in the world. I love it.
Yeah.
We did not talk about that at all. That's awesome. We get the cat mouse anime cover.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not clicking that. I'm not clicking that.
They're censored.
They're censored.
Are they?
I mean,
Okay.
Yeah,
again,
they're censored.
I always make sure they're censored.
Look, I have seen some things. Even on Kickstarter, I have seen
Yeah.
some
I've
things.
seen some things.
Trust me, I am right there with you. I believe you, but at the same time, I'm not stupid. I mean, I am, but I'm not. That's it. So, yeah. So, Nira has a little sub covering certain areas. It's all,
Nira
it's
has
all
a
aquatic
little
themes.
sub, or
Yep.
Nira is a little sub.
Hey, now.
I think she's drinking a mixed drink out of a little sub.
That's right, yeah.
Mm.
That was the funny thing. Actually, when I was placing it, I was like, what do I do with the periscope? I don't want to stick it over her face. And I'm like, oh.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, hey, look, people
No,
like
you
who wants
stick
to
it
draw
right
your-
between.
Yeah. Look, it was close. I had no control over
That's the
how
best
it was.
way to do it. Yep.
Yeah. So look,
have Bill
people want you to
sketch
draw Nira.
There you go.
3 people want you to draw Nira. Get on it.
Awesome.
So
Is that the wait?
Excellent.
Did we? Yeah, we passed the sketch cover, right?
Yes.
yes.
Oh, none yet. Wow.
What?
Wow.
What the hell, peoples? Actually, you
Wait,
know
that's
what?
for the actual tier. We
That's
don't
for
know
the
if
tier.
anybody added it on.
Yeah,
That's
they-
true. The
people have
actual
added it
tier,
on.
and that's for a blank sketch cover.
Yeah, it is
People
a
have added
blank
it on,
one.
so it's not a
You
way.
know, we're gonna have to get a couple of these because Shay's been really into doing sketch covers lately.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Nice. Very cool.
that'd be dope.
Let's see. Sketch.
There's
sketch.
the
Yep,
Nira
3 of those.
Here.
Commission.
Black and white.
Commission.
No.
Commission, yes.
Got the pillowcases.
Now
Oh.
again, there's one of that. That is for all 3 pillowcases. So I'm not
Yes.
surprised because it is a little pricey because the first 2, unless you got them from the other campaigns, they don't exist. They sold out.
Yeah, they're
They
gone.
gone. They gone.
We're not going to reprint. That's it.
Nope.
Shay might have gotten this one, the body pillow.
The body
Yeah,
pillow.
that was
Yeah,
for the
I
first issue 1. So yeah,
I use it as a banner in my studio.
I know.
It's so
Big
big.
one.
It
It's
is.
huge.
Well, it's over 6 feet. I think. I think it's like
Uh-huh.
6.5 feet tall.
Big.
Yeah. So that's the
I can put a
safe
real
for-
person inside of it.
safe for work here. We got 3 people who want
3
you to draw
color
that.
commissions.
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
That's safe for work. And then again,
The
3
mouse
out of
pad
those.
that is still available.
Yep, 3 out of those 4 are gone. So I might have 1 additional last one. So
Yeah.
4 more
That's
commissions.
that's always the first tier to sell out. Is that one?
Yep.
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 Only 1 left.
'Cause
Wow.
People like the boobages.
They do. They do.
Just saying.
He's good.
Just
Holy
saying.
shit.
Yeah.
And then we got the deep dark treasure.
So yeah, that's
Which has got so much stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got
Well-
all the things.
Is
It's got a long list of things.
Okay, so it does
27
include stuff
things.
from one. Yep.
Yeah, so you get all 3 sketch covers, and Bill will do a Nira sketch on all 3 covers.
Nice.
Additionally,
And all
get
3 standees.
all 3 standees with the backdrop. You also get the original artwork for the cover that you get with this tier, and this is the only way you get that cover.
Oh.
There will be
So this cover, the cover for the book itself is going to be a 1 of 1.
one of well, technically it'll be a 1 of 5. I think is the minimum that I have to order for my guy. But essentially, it's only going to be because one's going to go into the archives, one's going to you. One's going to
exactly. So as far as what goes out to retail, what goes out to collectors, one.
Yeah.
Yes.
One.
So what's the error?
Okay,
schedule?
so when I was doing the sketch, so with issue 1, for some reason or another, we didn't do a sketch cover, and I think it was just because of the fact that just it skipped our mind when we were setting all of it up. So when we did issue 2, I said, oh well, you know what? I'll just go back and do a sketch cover for issue 1, so therefore everyone can have all 3. Well, I switched the cover, but not the interior. So it says issue 1,
Yeah.
and with the interiors of issue 2.
Nice.
I go ahead and I get the full print run of what I need. I get them and I open it up and it says chapter 2, and I'm like, son of a beach whale. So basically, those are getting like. I haven't pulped them yet, but essentially I was like, oh, I'm basically going to dump these. Like, I'm going to keep 1 for the archives. I'm sending 1 to Bill,
Right.
And then I was like, wait, I can use these as an incentive on the next Kickstarter. But essentially, the ones that are available, I think I put 12 or 15 available on the campaign, and then that's it.
Did you?
Right.
Yeah. I think
Where
because
are
I
they
think
here?
I did it as an add-on, as a limited add-on.
Oh,
Okay. So in the add-ons.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can
Alright.
get them, and you can get them blank, or you can get them. Oh wait, no, I think this one only comes with. No, I have it in both tiers, both versions. With the add-on, you can get it as blank, or you can get it with a sketch by Bill, and it's obviously $1.
Nice.
There's $1 difference. So if you wanted
Yeah,
the
I would
error
imagine.
one, if you wanted the error one, but you wanted to be able to do a sketch on there, that's an option as well. This one gets you all 3,
Nice.
technically all 4 covers with sketches on them. So.
Nice.
So yeah.
Oh, it looks like Kevin figured out the Kickstarter goof. Yay!
Hey!
Good.
Huzzah!
You can get your Denny's order now.
Nice.
And at the end of the whole thing, we're still going to take 4 or 5 pages, interior pages from the book, and we're going to do a random pick with Cy. But it's going to be right after the campaign closes, right?
That's fine.
So we know that everybody's
probably a day or two afterwards. Just
like a day or two
know.
after the
That way things
campaign.
can solidify.
We'll do a live stream together, and we're going to pick 4 or 5 pages to go to randomly picked winners.
Yep.
From everybody who backed the campaign.
Yes.
Very cool.
So
Very cool.
That's going to be a
Let me
big
see
bonus.
here.
Big bonus.
What is it? 30. How many days?
35-ish.
35
days.
35? Yeah.
Okay.
35.
So 35 from when we started. Let me see here.
Yeah.
1.
So it's basically going to be the
3.
23rd. If we end on the 23rd, we'll have a closing party with Pops over there in the Madness.
Mm-hmm.
And then I figure probably at the end of the month or something like that, you guys can do the stream.
Yeah.
With the,
give it a moment for things to settle down, and then that'll be great.
And then get people some free stuffs. And again, like I've done in the past and stuff like that, it's not only physical tiers. Because a lot of times people do giveaways and it's literally only physical tiers, because they have to mail out stuff. When I did it for Tales from the Asylum, I did a free book, giveaway type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it went to somebody in Canada. And so I was like, all right, they got the digital tier. I'm like, here you go.
There's the
And they're
thing.
like, whoa.
Yeah.
But that'll be a great incentive for people that if they've never seen the book before, or if they didn't want to buy whatever, they could just buy the PDF, and they could still be in the drawing.
Yeah.
That's a really good incentive. They might win a piece of original artwork from the book.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be really good.
Yeah, and the people who got the the bonuses from the last campaign, I mean, I've reached out to them. They've communicated with me, and they're all super happy. Like there was somebody who was just like, I think he got one of the sketch cards that we gave away, and he was like, "Oh, this is the first piece of original artwork I own."
Yeah,
He's like,
awesome.
he's like, I've never gotten
Yeah,
it. And of
that's
course,
awesome.
the funny thing is that since him winning the card and getting the card, he had like built up like 5 or 6 pieces of original artwork.
It got him started. Yeah, it's like, oh, wait,
wait,
avalanche. Doing
like,
this.
He's like, wait, I can do this. The next thing you know, he had a whole slew of them. So it was very cool.
That's awesome.
The gateway drug to.
So, it looks like
Ooh,
looks like that it's going to hit on or about the 24th as of May, as far as when this is going to end.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there's usually a week for all of the payments to be solidified.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. If you guys want to do it like around the 30th or something like that, I will be in Dallas Fan Expo from the 30th to the 1st.
Okay.
So again, if you're in the Dallas area, come say hi to me at Committee Comics and Artist Alley. Just saying.
Do you want to do that the week after you get back?
Yeah, the week after
We
you get
can,
back. Yeah. That way you're settled in from the show, and then we can show off the artwork while we're doing the drawing and stuff or whatever.
Yes.
And
we will have plenty of pages completed by then, right?
Like a book, like the book will be completed.
Good, Bill.
Yeah,
Good
I'm
Bill.
raffling off blank paper.
It wouldn't be the first time. I've seen your live stream, sir.
Oh my god. Yeah.
It's part of my gimmick.
Don't push it too much further than a week or two after this ends, because you're going to bump into Heroes and then Tidewater.
Oh yeah,
which are 3 or 4 weeks away from.
Got you. Yep.
So
But
some
cool.
person is asking about Nira figures or statues. That is in the works. That has been debated on the best way to do that. Again, on this campaign, I will say the same thing I said on the previous campaign, which unfortunately we didn't hit it. I really want a Lego minifig of Nira. I have a manufacturer all lined up. We have it all ready to go.
Yep.
Just need to hit a viable dollar level in order for me to go ahead and pull that trigger.
Yes.
Again, I would do it as a stretch goal, so where everyone gets it for free.
Wow.
Which would be awesome.
Yes,
And I want one. I love my standees, but I want a Lego minifig.
Hell yeah.
Mostly because I want to be able to just go around to Lego displays at shows and stick Nira on on anybody.
Like guerrilla warfare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just there'd be Nira
That's
figure
awesome.
just in the middle of like someone's Marvel display. Be like, hey, you like me now?
There you go.
Yeah, and it's like some person.
And that's how she'll wiggle into the action figure market again.
Because some person was saying if you had a 3D printer, you can print out the Nira figures. But taking care of a 3D printer and even knowing how to mess with the 3D printers is a whole nother skill set that I do not have the brain power.
Well,
or the interest to learn.
Yeah, I've talked to people who have that and that kind of stuff, and again, yes, you can, but no, you can't. Like,
Right.
It's way more work goes into it than just like. It's
'cause
way more than just a plug and play.
Yeah, because I have some friends who are publishers as well, and they've done it for the displays at shows. They've done some busts or some characters, and you know, they always say it's available for purchase at the table, right? Like if someone wants to buy it from them, they will sell it to them. But and I always ask them, I'm like, why is it only like, you know, why do you have like 1 or 2? Why don't you just make them? And they're like, do you know how much effort it puts into, you know? And I'm like,
exactly. Yeah.
I don't do that shit. So
no, that's not our department, and we need somebody who makes them for us. We'll design and create, but somebody needs to do the printing.
All right, so I've got you guys down on the 7th, which is a Saturday.
7th. Okay.
Cool.
Write that down. It's going to be the 7th.
And I'll reach out to you guys as we move forward. So we're
and then there's an auction, right? Next month?
Yes.
There
10th? Is an auction.
The 10th?
I don't know.
No.
I have to be told.
I don't have my calendar. I have to be told. I must be told.
Like, I just draw and put it to the side. Then you pick it up and you auction it. Whatever.
The auction on May 10th. Correct.
Okay.
Cool. Sometimes I know things.
Yes.
I don't know if things got moved around.
It's rare, but
it's rare.
So Shay comes back 2 weeks from today.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
And then there's going to be a week that she's going to have off that we're going to spend together, because I'm not spending 5 weeks in her house without spending any time with her before I head back to Virginia.
Logically. Makes sense.
and so I'm going to stay until well after the auction, and then yeah. So
Nice.
yeah, May 10th.
And everyone can be around and fun and goofiness.
Yeah, and you'll see a big smile on Shay's face after a week of not working and time with me. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
because family-friendly stream.
This is not a family-friendly stream. This is
I
an
kind of
18-plus channel.
But we're still
So-
keeping it generally.
3809.
It just went up again. 3809.
Yeah.
Sweet. Thank you so much, guys.
What's
Thanks
on
so
You guys are
the
awesome.
Bill and
Nice.
Kat,
Okay.
anything else from you guys?
No, this
No.
is our life for the
This
next
is it.
34 days.
This is it. Basically, it's a month of humbly asking everybody to share the links,
Yes.
to repost, and of course to try and get us on as many different little YouTube channels and shows and wherever I could talk about the book and try to reach fans. That's what I'll be doing all month. Other than the actual fact of 10-hour days of drawing, which that's what I live for. So that's
So, Bill,
Pretty
anytime you want to drop by on our Friday night social streams, we have plenty of artists that come in and just sit and draw. You don't even have to really talk much. You can just show what you're doing.
that sounds good. That sounds good.
Very cool.
Yeah, and just like some person is saying, Bill and Kat show up here randomly. So, yeah, make sure you subscribe before you leave. Maromi knows that we are the farthest
Very
thing from family.
very family. Very family friendly.
The only thing farther from family friendly than this show is maybe Human Centipede, but that's about it.
God, I love that love story.
Welcome to Artist
Wait, what?
Comic Book Centipede.
Such a beautiful love story. Anyway, we've got some issues.
Just finding the proper diet. That's what that's about.
Exactly. Yeah.
It is. It's about dieting and
Yeah.
about hygiene.
Exercise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bill will be streaming tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be not on that stream. I will be watching WrestleMania with my friends.
And I may or may not be streaming later. Depends on how quickly I can get out of this and swing through McDonald's.
I will not be on that stream because I need to go to school tomorrow. And
Yeah.
well, actually, no, not
Cat's-
tomorrow. I have to do
tomorrow.
person. Yeah,
I
she's
gotta do
Homework?
homework. Yeah, I have to do homework
Yeah.
for the school that is on Monday.
she's kind of on a
It's
day
tomorrow's
schedule
Easter.
now. I'm still on a
So-
Bruce Wayne nighttime schedule.
Tomorrow.
Shay's final is either an 8-page paper
Right.
on marketing, or
Or
a 15-minute video. pitch.
presentation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, with a written outline to go with it.
Mhm.
So she's doing the outline because she'll need the outline either as the bare bones for the paper or for
Right.
the pitch anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
And
start-
then she's
yeah,
going to
start-
decide which
start
way
that
she wants
yeah.
to go, since she has a choice.
Yeah.
So,
Kevin, she's going to bunny school. Do you know nothing, sir? Bunny school. Bunny school.
Well, some of my
She's
classes are online, so things,
School.
even though it's Easter, there's like things due on like by midnight.
Look, you don't need to explain yourself to Kevin. You never have to explain yourself. Now,
So,
Ken, on the
Kevin-
other hand,
It's all
Ken, on the
good.
other hand, you have to explain yourself to, but never Kevin.
Kevin and Ken, both of you, and some person, she's going to school to be able to learn how to draw even more veiny dicks.
Oh,
It's a degree.
It is. It's all a matter of degree.
I'm not talking about underarm.
See, senor.
Sí, senor. Oh, yeah.
Only steak.
And
Okay.
speak.
Anyone, Tom? Do you have anything else before we go? So when
No,
we go,
pretty much
I'm
I'll
gonna
be
play
at,
the trailer.
End of the month or end of May, I'll be at Dallas Fan Expo. Obviously, the campaign will be over by then. Oh, one thing actually to say, this is the first time it's ever been available. Kickstarter now has something called late pledges.
Really?
Yeah, so I think what they're doing is they're trying to be like BackerKit. They're trying to incorporate all the elements that BackerKit utilizes and Indiegogo. So I have marked a good chunk of the things as late pledges, as add-ons, stuff like that. Those all end on June 1st. So that way I can actually just lock out the numbers that I need and that kind of stuff. But yeah, so I mean, again, if you are watching a stream later, after the campaign or towards the end of the campaign, you're like, oh, I'm not going to have the money to get everything I want and that kind of stuff. Some of the items will be available as a late pledge, and I do believe they say that on the pledge level, or sorry, the add-on level, and the pledges themselves.
And for those watching the replay, keep in mind, 99% of our replays occur in the first month. So if you're watching this, more than likely, it's still available.
Yeah.
So the link is in the description. The link is in the top of the chat replay. Feel free.
And subscribe
these
to the channel.
Yeah.
Yes,
absolutely.
and subscribe. Absolutely.
So you guys are going to see the thumbnail, and then we're going to see the trailer, and then you are going to see our outro video. So thank you all for coming to my first real cosplay. So I did do a little bit for Billy Tucci, just because, and I just remembered this, just because we were supposed to have Tucci on when we first started the channel, and he stood us up.
Oh no!
Oh, Bill!
And then we saw him at several cons, and so we told Bill the story eventually, and he was horrified that he had stood us up, because we had talked to him and gotten to be on very friendly terms at that point, and Shay gave him this gorgeous travel humidor that she painted. It's amazing. There's a video of it on our channel. Little shameless promo. But he's like, why haven't I been on your guys' channel? And we're like, that's a good question. You were scheduled to be, and then we didn't hear from you, and we DM'd you and didn't hear back. And then 5 hours after the show was supposed to start, you were tweeting about basketball, and that was pretty interesting. So he's like, okay, I'm going to be on. And so then Shay and I both kind of did cosplays, but this is, you still hold the record of getting me solo, because Shay did
with a boob window.
Yeah,
I know, right?
There was no boob window for Billy Tucci. That's all.
And glistening. There's special effects
and
also.
Special effects.
So you're going off frame.
But Shay did about 100 streams while I was out of the country getting cancer treatment, and I have never done a stream. A present stream where we talked about a book without Shay, not once.
So solo. Look at that new level unlocked.
New level unlocked.
So thank you for the 53 people watching. We love you all.
And right as we hit 4.
Back the book.
We
just past 4,000.
Awesome. Thank you so much, everybody.
Got it under the wire, guys.
Move around more stuff that's unlocked.
Exactly. So we've given Tom some work. Bill already had some work.
I got some work. I'll be working. I'll be working hard for you.
Yes.
For you.
And for the people.
For the
Pay
people.
attention to the video. We're going to see which one I chose. Which one did I choose, Bill? Did I choose the copyrighted one or not?
Let's find out together.
Let's find out.
Let's run that fine line.